Banana!
Alright.
Orange!
So today we will begin Season 5, Episode 1, where we will be introducing 2 wonderful new characters. We are starting off in the village of Huachoko, which is actually around the base of the Fang.
Sounds erotic.
There's a lot of small villages around here. Most of them are fairly peaceful, hunting, gathering, furriers. You guys in Huachoko essentially, this village is known for their cattle and their different breeding of animals. So they breed bulls and oxen. They sell the oxen to adventurers, leaving with their carts.
Can I breed myself in an animal?
You could try to breed yourself in the animal. That's fine. Just so you guys know, in Huachoko, it is run by a village elder named Mordecai.
Is he also an animal?
He is a deva.
Is that like an animal?
Similar to an animal, I suppose.
Is he a furry animal?
He is not. He is a deva.
I'm not sure what a deva is.
A deva
I'm a
is
drow.
what...
I'm from underground.
A
so
deva
I'm not
is what Josh is. Josh
Did
is
I
a
meet
deva.
Josh yet?
Yes.
Oh. Josh, you got fur?
So what?
You got fur?
Do I have fur?
Yeah, do you have fur?
Literally or in the game?
Alright, so, in Huachoko, is that what I called it? Huachoko, the elder's name is Mordecai, he is a deva, and he is nearing the end of his life. Now, for a deva, when they do die, even though they are reborn, you never really know where you're going to be reborn. So he has been preparing his son, Vondakai, to take over for when he does depart from the world. Vondakai doesn't really take anything too seriously, he's kind of a joker, so he's a bit difficult to actually assume any responsibility. But alas, here in Huachoko, he is going to be the new leading figure. Now, while you guys are here, it is mostly, there's a few deva walking around, not really too many. There are some bugbear, some drow. Not like the evil blood-sucking mating with spiders type drow, but, just your run-of-the-mill, I'm a drow that escaped a cave type person up here. Now, you guys are probably the most capable fighters in Huachoko. You guys know about a bugbear named Oogie, who goes around, he's like a monster hunter, so when there's Yeti attacking a village, he would actually come and offer to help. Huachoko never needed that. You guys were there. As a cleric, they didn't have any healer. So Jack, when you were there, they would let you stay for free. They would pay you to stay. They gave you a house. You have a small little cottage. They very much made you feel at home because they didn't want you to leave. They love having a cleric on board. And Azriel, did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Alright. Azriel, as a bard here in Huachoko, bards are revered. Pretty much, they love the shit out of you. Every time you walk into the town, they have people that come... Well, actually, what abilities did you take? You chose the personal assistance and free lodging?
Yeah. Let's see. Attract attendance, Master of Story and Song, which I don't think is one of them. Travel and Style, and Welcome Guest.
Okay. Every time you're in town, there's people that just flock around you like your personal assistants, and they just want to do whatever you want them to do. They love doing your commands, doing your laundry, getting your meals.
Are they furry?
Some of them are bugbear, so yeah,
Ooh.
some of them are really, really fucking furry.
I like furry people.
And any hotel, any inn, even like the presidential suites, they want to give you a free night every night. They love when you stay at their hotels. And Jack, even for you as a cleric. So you two are kind of like celebrities here in Huachoko. Yeah. So whenever there was Yeti nearby, they would come and call to you guys. Jack! Now, do you guys have any backstory as to why you might be hanging out in this little village, or it's just really cozy for you?
I like all the furries here. The sex is really good. That's why I stay. They allow me to cut them as I rape them. Well, not really rape. It's more consensual than rape.
It's not really rape, per se.
They don't know that I'm gonna cut them.
Okay.
But
So you're really staying because there's a lot of booty here and you could tap it all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright.
Man, woman, child, whatever.
Learned a bit about Jack today. First 5 minutes, alright. And, Azriel, why would you say that you're sticking around?
I was a traveling bard of sorts.
Don't listen to him. He's
And-
my mate.
As I was investigating just historical stuff, I fell upon this area, and everybody fell in love with me so quickly and appealed to my vanity that I had to stay.
Alright.
It's because he had a good night with Jack.
Ah. Where did you cut him? I need to know where his scars are.
All over his chest, but then I healed him afterwards, so you can't really give him scars, because I'm
Okay.
really a badass player. I'm like, more. Oh, heal.
Alright, so being as you guys are kind of celebrities, you guys have mated once in a while. Both of you being men, you know, it's kind of frowned upon, but since you guys are celebrities, they eat it up.
I'm thinking more of like orgy situation.
No. Maybe a different time,
No.
but there were
No, one-on-one.
Eye contact.
Hot drow Davis sex.
You don't even know.
Azriel, what you would know is that Jack actually has a pet unicorn. That you actually see him riding around this...
Hey!
Oh no!
My unicorn likes to horn people in the butt.
Now
Like
today,
a big dildo.
it's a beautiful Monday morning.
I'm gonna be ridiculous best character. You're gonna hate me.
No, I don't.
Oh.
It's a beautiful Monday morning, and you each wake up, come the sunrise, you know, maybe you guys can't sleep.
Are we together?
Whatever. You know what? In this particular room that you're in, and let me just change the music. Okay, so you guys wake up. Jack, you are laying half naked. And by half naked, I mean you're wearing someone else's shirt. You don't know whose it is.
Ugh.
You are laying on the
Is it
floor
bloody?
with one leg up on the bed. It is covered in blood.
Ugh.
Azriel,
It is covered in blood.
Azriel, you are also laying on the floor. You could see Jack on the other side of the room because you see his drow leg up on the bed. And between you and Jack, there are two separate women, both bugbear. Half on the bed, there is a drow woman. And then sprawled out on the floor in a pool of blood, there is a Deva man.
Oh, the David man must have been mine.
Everybody seems to have little cuts on them. You know, it's just that Deva man definitely is, he might be dead. There's a lot of blood.
I'm gonna heal check him. Because, I mean, that would look really poorly on me. 25.
When you go to heal check him, you know, you're doing the best that you can. He's already dead.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna, make him undead.
Do you have a move that you could use for that?
Yeah, I have, feet.
You could check before you tell me these things?
Turn undead, create a zone. Turn undead, create unzone.
Whoa, wait. He's already dead, or he has...
He's dead. He's dead. He
dead.
bled out.
So
over
Word
there.
of Life would do nothing.
I don't know. I'm not sure if
Like,
Word of...
Undead ward. Turn undead,
May I see?
create a zone. It's on their feet.
Alright,
The
let's
bottom, in the
see.
middle.
Turn undead creates a zone. That is not a move that lets you bring people back from the dead.
I create an undead zone, bro.
Turn undead. Blah, blah, blah. Each undead creature in the burst. It's an attack, honey. You might have something else that will allow you to bring him back.
The way I read it, it means
I
I can create undead in the zone.
That is not what it means.
Yeah, this is my zone, bro.
No, good try though.
No.
You actually used the ability. It's a daily power, and you spent it.
No.
I'm kidding. But you didn't bring him back.
Sure.
We already established that Word of Life won't work. My beautiful voice will not bring back this dead David.
I gotta read your move, because none of you guys know what you do. Is it a daily? Where is it?
It's a daily, immediate reaction. Single word is sufficient to save an ally from death's grasp while punishing the foe who dealt the deadly blow.
It's an immediate reaction.
Is he gonna sing anyway? I need to know.
Are you singing anyway? What are you trying to sing to bring him back?
Well, Evanescence. Shit.
So fitting.
I gotta change one of the words though. Let's see. Bring him to life. Wake him up inside. Wake him up inside.
How are you doing this? Are you kneeling down and like singing to him?
Oh, I'm standing over him with my arms outstretched.
I'm gonna come up behind. What's your character's name?
Azrael.
I'm gonna come up behind Azrael and then just like cup my hand under and like just graze his cheek. Like, I like your singing.
You gonna sing back up? Save me!
No, I'm gonna whisper in your ear.
The
I like
body,
the way you sing.
the body does not move, but you could smell that some gases have been released.
That is pleasant.
Your other friends that are in here are actually still unconscious.
So we... Oh, my head. What happened last night?
Yeah, you're both hungover.
Why is this person dead? Do I recognize this David?
I'm gonna say that you do. Can I have a Deva name?
Gabriel.
Okay. Gabriel was the Deva that was actually in charge of... He was the stable master.
He's a shittier name than Gabriel then.
Well, he ran a couple of stables all over the side of the continent, so he owns like a chain of stables.
Oh, okay.
It's franchised. He didn't have to go there on the day-to-day.
I was gonna say, because Gabriel is definitely a better name.
He's a beautiful man, but he is dead. And you remembered having a wild night with him. You could each roll for endurance.
12.
29.
Okay. Azrael, you shake off the effects of the alcohol, and you no longer feel a headache or hungover in any way. Jack, you're trying to remember last night, and you really can't. It's just not coming to you. Your head still hurts. You feel like your mouth is dry, a little nauseous. It actually looks like Azrael is moving a little too fast and talking too loud. Azrael...
Hey, buddy, how about a little hair of the dog?
What? I don't understand what you're saying. He's talking so fast.
Look, if the room's spinning, put one
Oh
foot
my-
on the ground.
You're loud. Shh.
Here, take the spoon.
Shh. You have to talk to me in my native tongue of dance.
Of dance.
Luckily, he's a bard.
I don't dance. And if you don't dance, then you're no friend of mine.
Azrael.
Azrael?
You should write that down.
Yeah.
That's an important name today. Azrael, you do remember that last night you guys had a wild time riding Gabriel. You know, you guys were sandwiched him, and it was great all the way around.
Yeah.
You remember at one point you were leaned
Gabriel
over the bed.
a woman or man?
Gabriel is a man.
Oh, okay.
You remember at one point you were leaned over with Gabriel behind you, and behind him was Jack, who was cutting Gabriel's face up, and you could see all the cuts, all the blood.
But I healed him after.
You did, just not completely, and you blacked out drunk.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I would have healed him completely.
There are spilt quarts of ale. There's a keg that looks like it was somebody lifted it and drank it.
That probably
right
was
out
me.
of the keg.
That probably was me.
And most of the keg is empty. There's only a little spit left at the bottom, which is clearly backwash and blood.
Just blood everywhere.
Well, this particular room in this this home, because we're gonna say that it's at your house, Jack. This room has a lot of blood stains all over. You know what I mean? Like, there's blood in here often. There's some blood on the ceiling.
There's a cage in the corner.
Cage. Chains.
One of the bugbear women has started moving very slowly.
There's a horse out back.
A horse or a unicorn?
No, it's a horse. My unicorn I summoned to me and then I rape it.
I love your relationship with Harley.
Harley's my bitch.
You know where that horn goes?
In my ass.
That's right.
Yeah. It's a little brown horn.
The bugbear woman has rolled over onto her back, and she is laying naked with all of her fur for the world to see. And you can see that she actually has some bare spots where you healed her, but the fur didn't grow back. So she's there. Oh, what? Where am I? Oh, I remember now. Azrael, Jack.
I'm gonna lick my lips.
Ooh. Oh my god, what time is it? I gotta get to work.
Might want to put some clothes on.
She picks up these torn shreds of clothing. Oh no. Oh my god, no, I can't go to work naked.
It's okay. I'm gonna open up the the closet and there's just spare clothes in there.
Oh, thank you so much, Jack. And she like wraps her hands around your head and pulls you in and kisses you.
I'm gonna kiss her back and then just caress her head.
What is your bugbear mistress's name?
Becca.
She quickly throws on some clothes. She wakes up the other bugbear, who was her twin sister, and they actually throw on clothes and then they run to work. What is the twin sister's name?
Reggie.
They step right over the bleeding Gabriel, not even realizing he's dead, and take off. So you do still have one drow laying naked on the bed.
I'm gonna yell downstairs. Hey, Cletus!
Who's Cletus?
Cletus is my live-in gravedigger.
What? Does this happen often?
More than I care to admit.
Yes.
Cletus, I need you to dig a grave for my friend Gabriel. We had a little bit too wild of a night, if you know what I mean.
Sir, you've done it again. I'm running.
I'll fetch a rug.
I'll be back. And he slowly starts slurching down the hallway.
I'm gonna yell to Maria. Maria!
Who's Maria?
Maria is my live-in maid.
The other guy was a drow. What is Maria?
Also a drow.
Drow maid. Oh, no, you make a mess. You always make a mess in here. I always have to clean.
Can you make it more Spanish than Asian?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Ese no bueno.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so...
Maria, clean this up.
Oh, ¿por qué tú tienes que ir para aquí? And she starts cleaning.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, you
I still don't understand what you're saying.
Shoo.
Are you Spanish and Chinese?
Yes, she is.
Make sure both.
Ese
I don't understand what you're saying. Can you speak English, Elven, something?
She speaks to you in Elven.
What does she say to be an elder?
She says this is fucked up that she has to keep cleaning up your problems.
Do I pay you well?
Guess they pay me dirt. Guess I could use a raise.
I'm gonna.
I flick a coin at her like, here's your raise. Now clean this up.
You know what?
And I'm gonna caress her face and then cut her a little bit, like.
Let me roll to see if she likes it.
Can you roll the fucking table?
You silence your mouth.
Everybody likes me.
She likes the cuts.
Yes, she does.
Dios mío.
Here's your raise. And we're like, it's poker.
I didn't tell you guys how much gold you start with. You start off with an adventurer's kit, so you have 50 foot of rope, 2 sun rods, and a regular health potion, as well as a bedroll.
Dios mío.
Jack, you are going to start off with 100 gold. And Azriel, you start off with 130 gold.
Why does he get
Gee.
I need a piece.
People like me.
Goddamn
They pay me to sing at their daughter's quinceañeras.
Yeah. He just wants money, you want sex. It's different.
No. Well, I mean, I'll give him all the money if he has sex with
I
me.
can buy all sorts of sex.
So is this the relationship that Azriel and Jack typically have? Like they each go about their day and they meet back here for sex with anonymous people in the village?
He's actually my soulmate, but he doesn't know yet.
I feel like I would know that first, having lived several lives.
You don't understand. I need you. You complete me.
Cletus comes up with an old blood-stained rug.
Aww.
You should go get yourself.
No more.
Cletus comes up with an
No
old
more Los
blood-stained
Mio.
rug, and he puts it down on the floor, picks up your Deva companion, who is laying naked with part of his finger partially severed, and begins to roll him up in the rug, while Maria begins to soak up the blood on the floor with the box of kitty litter and such that she had. She scrubs at the planks of wood, but she quickly gives up.
Wait, where we're at Huachaco, the people love me, right?
Yeah, they
So
love
I
her.
already have servants and whatnot.
Yep, we're gonna
I
see.
call downstairs to one of my servants. David, get your ass up here.
We're gonna say that you have 2. You have David and what's the other one?
Goliath.
Goliath, who will actually be a Goliath.
Alright, then I call the Goliath, because he'll pick up a body, no problem.
And what is David? What race?
It'll be a bugbear.
Okay. Your Goliath friend comes up. He is very excited. You hear him running up the stairs because he's just so pleased that you called him. And he comes bursting through the door. Yes?
Hey, Goliath. As you can see, there's a bloody rug that needs to be tossed in the hole that this gravedigger made.
Yes, sir. I will take care of it right away.
Jack's gonna go up to him, press his face too.
He does not like it. He pulls away. And he looked, why would you do that?
I didn't cut him, I just caressed his face.
Oh, well, he didn't like it. Why did you do that?
Everyone loves Jack. I'm the sex goddess of the Western Hemisphere. I'm the sex god of the Western Hemisphere.
He's not gay, though.
I don't care. I'm not gay either.
Azriel, I will take care of it. You know, you may also call me by my name.
Is it my lover?
It is Goliatu Falalasidad. Inasu
I call you
Falalasidad.
sex slave. That good?
Or Goliath for short.
I'm gonna call you sex slave.
Do not call me sex slave.
I'm gonna give him a...
If Jack wants to call you sex slave, just answer to it.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give him a leopard thong. And I'm gonna give him a little wink.
What is this for?
While you're in my home, you shall wear that.
Okay. He walks out with the thong in one hand and the bloody rug with feet sticking out over his shoulder.
I'm such an asshole. I'm sorry.
And Cletus leads him down as Maria finishes scrubbing up the floor, leaving yet another bloodstain on the planks of wood.
But a less ridiculous bloodstain.
Yeah, it's much less ridiculous. And now you could walk on it and it won't dirty up your boots. So, yeah, it's more to, like, contain the spill rather than clean up.
Do you mind if I order food? It'll come in like an hour.
Sure, that's fine.
I don't know if Franklin wants to eat food or whatever.
You should probably text him.
I want to text him.
Text him, otherwise he will be a very rude host.
Josh, you want something?
Only the hottest sex that Jack can provide.
Ugh. I can facilitate that.
You guys hear somebody banging on the front door, and now Cletus and Goliath are both outside. There is a knock.
Damn it, David, will you answer the door?
Yes,
One fucking job.
You hear him answer the door, and he's talking with someone. You guys could roll perception checks if you want to see if you can make out what they're saying.
He has no food.
I have 33.
33. Okay. You're able to make out that David is speaking with a young child who speaks about his older sister going hunting and not returning about a week ago. And you hear him actually say, hold on to this
32.
flyer. You heard it all as well.
Excuse me.
David comes walking up and hands you the flyer for Leia Flyleaf. Flyleaf, sorry.
Did the kid come in?
No. He just dropped off the flyer.
Oh. Can I catch him?
No, you guys should have gone down and answered the door yourself.
Damn.
Acrobatics out the window.
On the flyer it says, missing, Leia Flyleaf, 26-year-old female elf, last known location, she was hunting for elk around the base of the Fang. It continues to read, please help make our family whole again. There's a reward to be offered for any information to help us find our daughter. With information, please seek Vindic Flyleaf at 2B Moss Street, which is a couple of blocks away, if you knew anything about it.
Jack, looky here.
Mm-hmm.
And it
This Leia. She is a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, she is. I'd like to have an orgy with her.
Would not mind making the wobbly H with you with that. We should probably go talk to this Vindic.
Lovely H. Maybe an A? I love that he just goes with it. Let us be off!
Alright.
Ezreal, what kind of weapon do you use?
It's what is it, an axe? A vicious war axe.
And you play an Ocarina?
Yes.
I love when he plays that ocarina. It makes my skin and hair stand on edge.
You actually, I'm gonna say before when you sang, you just sang, you didn't play it. And now when you guys get dressed, the only thing you're missing is your Ocarina.
When he plays that, it gives me goosebumps.
Well,
Loves when he
if I
plays.
start playing this ocarina, we'll never get out of here.
Oh, you know me too well.
Come on, there's an adventure afoot. Let's go find this hot bitch.
Just gonna grunt.
You hear a toot from your Ocarina back in the room.
Who's playing my instrument? I go to investigate, because I would not leave the house without it.
It's true.
You go
You
back
wouldn't be
in.
able to serenade me otherwise.
There's just the drow woman sprawled out naked on the bed.
Where is
What?
my ocarina?
I'm gonna look in her pussy.
There it is.
I found it!
You found the Ocarina.
You might want to wash it off first. I think she's the one with chlamydia.
You might be able to heal her.
Nah.
Leave her with the chlamydia.
She needs to learn her lesson.
I quick run to the sink or basin or whatever is available.
No, you don't clean right. No.
Maria knows. She knows how to clean properly.
She takes the ocarina from you and this nasty little bristle and starts scrubbing it.
Gently,
Yeah.
gently. That's a very
It's
fragile
all
instrument.
clean. All clean.
You just go Asian all the
Can't
time.
help it. That's what I do. Spent a lot of time in Flushing.
Oh, even
Wait.
more time now.
Wait, hang on.
He's gonna disinfect it.
I attempt to play the ocarina to make sure it sounds alright. Alright, sounds good.
Yep.
I'm gonna lean in a little closer.
And you see Jack's pants get a little tighter.
Oh.
Your passive perception will tell you that. Very nice. You guys start to head
Get your
outside.
hands off me, Jack. Let's get out of here. I just had to know it was okay.
You know you can't play that without me ravaging you.
I played 4 notes, alright? If you want me to play a song. Man, no. Stop it. Let's get out of here.
As soon as you guys walk outside the door, you can immediately feel that it is a cold winter morning. It's a bit nippy out. You guys, being seasoned adventurers, can handle this chill without much effort. But you could gather if you were actually going to go up the Fang, you would probably want to buy some heavier winter gear. There's a light layer of frost on the ground, a little bit of snow from, a couple of weeks ago. Most of it melted away, but now you could tell it's just going to become that ice that's below the next fresh layer of snow. It's at that point. It's kind of gross now. Yeah.
Sounds like Alaska right now.
Yeah, actually, that's perfect. Alaska right now. It's a little nippy, but you might need a coat when you go out, especially if you were going to climb the highest peak in the world. Known fact. But as soon as you walk out and you're greeted by that cold winter breeze, there are actually 2 little slips of paper that are nestled into your railing. One of them is for Killick's Apothecary and Scriptures. The other one is for Hulk's Gear and General Goods. Yes. But you see them both. Just little, little coupons, little brochures.
Spend 100 gold and get a free gift. Fuck Killick.
Yeah, Killick's an asshole.
I don't know why you guys assume he's an asshole.
Yeah, can I roll for insight on whether or not Killick is an asshole? Based on this this handout.
Sure.
This ditto.
Ooh, 18. Plus 16. 34.
Okay, you can gather he's a bit of a dick. He also has the, biggest... He's like the Walmart of the area. Like, his place is so big and so well-funded. And he gets a lot of business just because of that. But he is kind of a pompous dick. But hey, it's like, it's like the Walmart of Huachoko, so... It's tough for guys like Hulk to compete.
If you didn't buy it here, you overpaid for crime. Alright, let's head on down to 2B Moss Street and see if we can learn where Leia may be.
Alright. Just switching up the music for you. 2B Moss Street. You know that this is the Phi-Leaf residence. Small enough town that you know that. It's fairly run down. You can see that there's bits of paper all around. Like, those flyers are all over the place, as if he had a stack that may have come loose and is now blowing in the wind. It looks to be fairly desolate. but you do see a little bit of movement past the window. It just looks like nobody has upkept the house in a little while.
I saunter up to the door and give it a firm knock.
Immediately, like as soon as you're about to do your final knock, the door opens, and there's a very disheveled-looking elven male. Very scrawny, skinny. He looks dirty, like he hasn't showered in a while.
Ew.
Yes? Yes?
Not sexy.
So, my apologies.
Sir.
I've been so focused on finding my Leia. It's been difficult to do much else.
Yes, I saw your flyer floating about the street, and if you had any information, I am Azrael. This is my hetero life mate, Jack.
Jack's gonna smile.
Azrael gives you both like a very firm, close handshake where you actually get like a bit of a smell from him. So, yeah, you get a good little waft. And as he's shaking both of your hands closely, come running up from behind him, there's actually a small elven boy. Papa, who is it? Papa, is it Leia? No, son, it's not yet Leia. Soon she'll be home. Soon, I promise, son, soon. Go play with your toys. Go ahead. Papa needs to speak with these adventurers. Okay. And he runs away. Please, come in, come in.
I don't know if we're gonna come in based on the aroma that you've already exuded. I'm gonna need a breath of fresh air every 20 seconds. You catch my drift?
Such a dick. I love it.
Look, I have some scented candles. I'll light the scented candles. Please come in. I don't want to leave you out in the cold.
I have asthma.
Very well. Let me grab my coat and we will speak outside. He grabs this puffy down coat and comes outside. Do you have any news of my Leia?
Only that we found your provocative flyer.
Provocative? That's how she left. She just was dressed for the hunt.
No, you take my meaning too far, sir. Provocative in that it has interested me into leaving this small town and going and finding her.
Oh. Do you want to roll bluff for that? Or?
To have
Yes,
an
I
orgy.
do.
To have an orgy. Jack's just gonna smile and giggle a little bit.
18 and 11, 20, 29.
Okay. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much. I never would have thought I would have two celebrities looking for my daughter. I've heard your names before, although I've never met you. Truly remarkable. Thank you, thank you. If there's anything I could do for you, please let me know.
Is that your only down jacket that you have?
I have a couple of others, yes. This is my most new one. I mean, I know you were concerned with my fragrance, he says, looking down.
I'm gonna hand him some soap. It's okay.
You had soap on you?
Yeah.
Was soap in your inventory?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna say that was the last ridiculous thing in your inventory. Soap?
It's a special type of soap. Literally just go like this. I'm gonna just rub it on him. Slowly.
On his coat? Or you're like...
No, like his neck.
Oh, that feels quite nice.
I'm gonna put a little bit on his forehead.
Oh, wow, it really exfoliates.
Open on the other side of his neck.
Yes. Oh, it leaves like a warm tingle.
I'm gonna
even in the
unzip
cold.
his jacket a little bit and put it in his chest.
Oh, yes. Oh, I feel it relieving sinus pressure. Thank you so much. Jack, was it? Thank you.
Oh yes, my name's Jack.
Jack Napier, right?
Jack Napier.
Napier. Yes, I've heard of your healing abilities. Truly remarkable.
I don't know why they call me Joker. I don't fucking understand.
Could I trouble you for something while you're here?
I'm gonna pull him close. Yes.
Please come inside.
No scented candles.
No, no scented candles, please.
I'm gonna look at Asriel.
All right, let's go. Let's see what you have for us.
He brings you into the house, and he tells the little boy to go find the other 2 jackets for you guys. So the son is looking to find the jackets. He brings you through the living room, which is the tables are covered with these paper flyers. He has a couple of like strewn about pictures and some of her clothes. You can see he's been looking to like hire hounds to walk the Fang and find her. And he brings you into his like the master bedroom of his home, and you can see that there is a female elf laying very sickly on the bed.
Huh.
And there's like a little bucket with like water and a rag hanging over it. You can see that she's probably been sick for a while. There's a buildup of dishes, like soup bowls at the side. This is my wife. She's very sick. I know you have a certain knack for this.
I'm gonna heal check.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 32.
Okay. You're moving her around. You're kind of resting your hand. You can tell exactly what the problem is. She has an illness that you know you would require certain herbs to cure, but you can cure it.
I can make potions.
You could save her?
No, I literally can make potions. It's the ritual.
Oh,
Okay.
You need the ingredients.
It didn't specify ingredients. Yeah. Oh. Alright, calm down, fucking DM. Jesus Christ.
What are you gonna make it out of?
My anal hair.
That's actually one of the ingredients.
What kind of anal hair?
It doesn't have to be anal hair, but it does require some sort of high fiber hair for the potency so that it dissolves in the intestine at a certain rate. And the last time you made this, you used anal hair and it worked fine.
I can heal your wife. But there's a price.
Well, what's the price? Anything.
I'm gonna whisper to Asriel. Should we invite him and his wife for an orgy?
I'd rather have the daughter.
Alright. I'd rather have a daughter too.
Please, what's the price?
Your daughter is invited to one of our orgies when we find her and
What?
cure your wife. What? What? I don't know. What?
You insult me!
Do you want a healthy
You're asking
wife?
me to give my daughter as a prostitute!
Just for
No,
a night?
not a prostitute. A prize to be won.
You can roll diplomacy, both of you.
We don't sleep with common whores. Right, Jack?
Indeed, 27.
Whatever, 19 and...
Wait, what?
19 and 19.
27?
So, yeah. 38.
Hi, Franklin.
Hola.
See, Barrett had the most gnarly climbing gear.
Lots of
and
skill
really
checks.
Obscene amount of skill checks.
Oh, Month could have
And
done
it was really because of Barrett that we survived as long as we did.
it. Yeah, Barrett.
After climbing, we were flanked by like 5 Yeti that were, well, it's 6'8" and like 300 pounds.
See, Month could have just befriended them.
He tried.
Oh.
Moneth would have done well.
And let's see, it was Barrett, then what was it, Uga or whatever his name was?
Ooga.
Oogie.
Oh, yeah.
Oogie.
And then
Oogie
I
Boogie?
believe Regdar was
Boogie,
third, and then
Boogie.
I was behind Regdar, and then Stony was last, your character. And everybody's skill checks were relatively good, but Stoney's was shit.
Oh.
I didn't roll.
And we were pretty much dragging him up the side of the mountain for like a good 130, like 300 feet.
You should have
and
just
then the
had me
Yetis
turn
show
into a
up.
pile of rocks. I would have just hidden in someone's bag.
Well, hold
Etienne
on,
would have been
let's
able
tell
to-
you- let's tell you what happened.
That's one of his skills. He could just turn into a pile of rocks. And
that
then
No,
is
carry
not,
him.
that's
he-
not
he
what
can't
this
do that.
is.
He can't. He
Oh.
can turn into a pile of floating rocks for one turn. That's it.
Well, as we were climbing, we were flanked by like 5 Yeti. I took one down by I got this awesome new hilt for my double-bladed axe, and it gives me the ability to throw it, and then it comes back to me like a boomerang.
Hmm.
And I took one down, it hit him, bloodied him, and then on the way back it got a second hit. And he fell and then knocked his partner off the face of the rock, and they fell probably, 50, 100 feet. And then, but there were 3 others that had run up the side of the mountain and were flanking Regdar and I. And one of them jumped and
Do you want eggplant or meatball?
clasped onto Stony.
I want
And
eggplant
then
or meatball.
Stony, for whatever reason, the way the Yeti clasped onto you, he like had you in a bear hug and you couldn't really move. And so then it was added like 300 pounds of weight. We were all tied off, all 5 of us with
See,
rope.
then I would have just dematerialized and rematerialized into rocks. That's when it would be perfect. And then the Yeti would have just fallen 300 feet.
Yeah, Mike.
If you remember why he didn't die, it was because he teleported.
Whoop whoop.
Anyway, so I think Regdar was next. He used like a fire blast to knock that one off of you, but there were still 2 more flanking us, and one got to Regdar, and then another one got to me. And the entire time, Barrett is up top with Oogie, like just holding on for dear life. And because of Barrett's skill checks, we slid down the rock face probably a good 100 feet, but we didn't fall off. And it was basically we all survived because Barrett was such a badass.
Yeah.
And
Well, at one point, there were 3 Yeti, like 400-pound Yeti, each one incapacitating one of you from climbing. So it was just Barrett with these picks in the side, dragging down.
it was like, you know,
Not a fun time.
1,500 pounds.
You
of
guys
people.
didn't bring any Yeti repellent?
You wouldn't know that either.
It's the Yeti repellent. But yeah, so then I think the one on Regdar shook his loose, and then that one, as it was
This is
falling,
the important
clasped
part.
onto Stony, and then I shook mine loose, and that one clasped onto Stony, and then a third one came out of nowhere and jumped and clasped onto Stony, so it was like 1,800 pounds of shit at the very bottom of the rope.
Nice.
So what did you
And
do? What did you do?
I cut the rope because I knew that Stony could teleport and save his own life,
Whoop, whoop.
as described in the previous session.
Yeah.
He cut you loose.
Just my life. Only my life.
Did you order something?
It was either that
No,
or the
I'm
entire
trying to
group.
listen. Is it?
And it was Palyus' decision, like top to bottom.
Oh. I see.
I asked for because the entire time we were just like, what are we gonna do? We can't fall, we can't plummet the 300 feet that we have already climbed, and I believe you were bloodied at that point, so you were like unresponsive, and you had 3 massive Yeti on you.
So even if I was yelling well, no, actually I don't yell. I'm telepathic. Never mind. It's like muffled through Yeti fur.
As I remember it, there was no conversation between Stony and anybody of the group.
No one.
Mike was very mum. Mum was the word.
No one talked to Stony. They cut you loose. They didn't say, "Hey, are you gonna be okay?" They just said, "Fuck him, cut."
Slice.
It was clear that Stony was not okay. You need to go back to the tape because Stony was in a bad way.
I
But
know. I
he-
listened to it. He was in a bad spot, or a tight spot.
Yeah.
You could
Where
say
does
he
that
was
spot-
between a rock and a hard place.
Ah.
Ah.
So yeah, I made the tough decision and cut the rope, and then we climbed up the mountain, and we looked down and saw that as you were falling, you had teleported back to the ground, and the rest of the Yeti died around you from
Cool.
the fall.
That's a lot of
Which
experience.
was pretty freaking sweet, like to see from that high up, because it looked like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
and,
Holds up the
Roadrunner.
little sign and then he falls.
Yes, it was beautiful.
And Wile E.
And,
Coyote doesn't really talk either.
Except when he's describing how succulent the Roadrunner would be. It's very interesting. So, Regdar, Barrett, Uga, and Oogie, whatever his name was, and Palyus, we continued climbing on.
Who is Oogie? I don't know who.
Rich's character. Who's a good character?
Rich?
Yep.
No more Regdar?
He's like this,
He died.
he's like a kind of a woodsman that has climbed the Fang a number of times, but he had never climbed as high as we were going, and as we breached the second layer of clouds,
There was one layer of whatever.
oh, was it one? Yeah, that was
Oh, yeah.
Did you go back onto the tape?
I didn't listen
There's
to that part.
2 layers of clouds.
Some clouds
There
are
were many
higher than
jokes
others.
about railroads.
You guys have heard of fog. Some clouds are higher than others.
Yeah. But we climb up, and then Regdar got a feeling inside of himself. He's like, all right, we need to climb to the side because I feel something like beneath the ice. And we climbed over to the right, probably 50, 60 feet, and then we looked through the ice, and it was his fallen dragon form from like 500 years ago,
Wow.
a past life. And he got super pissed. And what was the name of the bad guy? What was it?
Dante.
Dante, that's right. He had flashbacks of Dante and him fighting around the Fang, and then
Oh,
immediately.
because Dante was also a dragon, right? Okay.
And then immediately after seeing his previous dragon form, he got the feeling like Liucian was telling him, "You got to keep climbing up." And we climbed up to the next sort of precipice, and after we got on top of that, it was a giant cave, which. On the wall, I had prayed to Taya through my plume, and she showed me like their previous battle, and I saw a giant golden dragon coming out of the cave and then going back into the cave. And then as we got up to the next precipice, I realized that holy shit, this is the same cave that I saw in my vision, and it was covered in Thrall Stay writing. And Ragdar sort of gave it a once over and was like, all right, there's no traps. This is just this is clearly where the horns of the Thrall Stay are, and he already had 3 of the items.
Maybe
So we
4?
go in, and it's a giant dragon's
Den?
horde, like, tons of gold. There's a huge pile of gold, and surrounding all the walls is gold.
Roughly.
There's a giant pile to the right. Off to the left,
29.
there's a like a pool of water.
You have singles on there?
That was unclear whether it was fresh water, like what kind of water it was. if it was
Actually,
magical or
dragon
not.
urine.
Probably.
Cash?
So
Yeah.
then, as we looked further
Sketch.
into the cave, there was Barrett was just like, all right, I'm done here. I'm staying right at the mouth of the cave because clearly something bad's gonna happen. Like just based off the Thrall Stay that Barrett had read on the outside. I follow Regdar and Oogie into deeper into the cave, and there's a pedestal surrounded by two other pedestals that have flames burning. I think they were a green flame. And Regdar starts reading on the Thrall Stay, and what did he need? He needed the soul or something in order to open it.
Yeah, you need the
I believe-
spirit. The spirit of Liucian.
Yeah, I needed the spirit of Liucian in order to open it and gain the horns. And I tried to appeal to Regdar's reason, which was, all for naught. But because he was quite power hungry at this point. And I was just like,
I'll
look,
smash it
how
open.
about another one of the champions? Like, you're a champion, I'm a champion, and only a champion can hold one of the pieces of the Liucian. How about you allow me to get the horns? That way, there's, the pieces are spread out, and based on, Stoney's description of Liucian, all these things shouldn't be put into one person. It's way too much power. There's there's really no sort of precedence as to what will happen when they're all combined. So I was trying to appeal to him, say, hey, I'll take the horns, you keep the rest of it, and then, something awful won't happen. He said, fuck that. I want the horns.
I feel like if I were there, something terrible would have happened. I would have tried to pull one of the parts out of him or something. And then we'd have an inter-party fight, and then we'd all be dead.
Would've been cool.
Well, it gets better. So he gets the horns. He takes it within himself, even though he knows he can deflect it and push it into me. And the horn, he goes through this writhing pain sort of sequence, and then these giant horns pop out of his head. It's really nasty. But afterwards, he just feels this incredible surge of power, and he's even closer to becoming, the complete version of Liucian. And then you turn around, the music changes, and there saunters in Dante. like completely covered in gold. He's in his human form, but I assume that he flew in as a dragon and then turned into a human form. And Regdar and Dante have a beautiful bit of banter back and forth because Dante was just talking so much shit about killing Regdar as a dragon 500 years previous, but Regdar was just like, and I had your sister over and over and over again.
Oh shit.
And she loved it.
That's what their whole conflict started from.
Yep, not the Liucian
Nope.
parts.
Nope. 500
really
years
just
ago,
about his sister.
Regdar slept with his sister.
It was hysterical. And I'm just kind of sitting there, watching this conversation. And Barrett already knows, like, this is between them. I'm keeping my distance.
I'm out.
And then Regdar says something like way over the top about Dante's sister and having so much fun with her. And Dante, initiates the attack, and it's between Dante and Regdar. And I'm kind of off to the side, debating whether or not to attack. So then Regdar.
No, take the powers of Liucian for yourself. Wait until they get each other down to like no health, and then just swoop in and finish both of them off.
Well, that's where it gets crazy. So Regdar appeals to me. He's just like, look, if he gets all the pieces of Liucian, you're a dead man, so you might as well help me out. I get a couple licks in, and Dante's just like, look, man, you don't have. This is between Regdar and I. You get an out. I'm gonna give you an out. I was like, all right, and I took it, and I stepped back. And I was
Peace,
like,
motherfucker.
Yeah, this is clearly between you two. There's a family feud here that I want nothing to be a part of. And then out of nowhere, Regdar pulls out this move that deals like 350 damage or some such shit. It was insane. He got to roll 5 times, and if each roll was higher than the previous roll, you get to roll again. So he just like boom, 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 kept one move took out Dante.
Wow.
No,
It was pretty ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the
And
last
then
move was
all of
exact-
as Dante dies and is cursing Regdar's name and line, falls apart, and then the pieces of Liucian immediately go into, like, all the pieces of Liucian want to bind together, so they go towards Regdar in a flurry. And as far as I know, Regdar perishes in the combination of all of the different pieces of Liucian. Like, everything comes together, and then, like, the spirit of Liucian sort of speaks for itself, and he's like, I have you as you had me. And then, boom, like, Regdar's gone, and it's just, like, this godly presence of Liucian that hasn't seen the light of day for who knows how long. And I'm looking at this. Barrett's already down the cliff, like, down climbing.
Get Barrett
And then Liucian looks at me and is just like, you will be my first servant, and, like, you will pray to me and do my bidding. And I'm like, fuck that, and I tear ass out of the cave. And on my way, I get a gnarly acrobatics roll and steal 370 gold.
Good shit.
As these giant purple orbs, like, whiz right by my head. Like, these projectiles of power just, like, go right by me. And as I feel it whiz by me, I'm like, holy shit, those would have killed me. Like, one shot would have killed me, but I was quick enough to sort of dodge them or whatever. And then I had to go to dinner, so, like, as far as I know, Barrett and I were down climbing the Fang. And Liucian is in the cave, I don't know, plotting.
So the one reason pretty much why my character was revived, he failed to prevent. Kind of.
Oh.
Oh well.
Shots fired.
On myself?
No, it wasn't. Palyus cutting your rope, letting Liucian become assembled.
Yeah, we all failed. Everybody failed.
Well,
Share
if
the burden.
Regdar wouldn't have been so damn power hungry, would have gave me the horns, then Liucian would have never been assembled.
I could have just pulled them out of him for you. You knew I had that. You gave me that ability. You didn't use it.
You fell from the mountain.
Oh, I wasn't even in the room.
No.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, it was just Barrett, Oogie, and Regdar and Palyus at that
It
point.
wasn't even railroaded. They cut you.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. So, was he playing Oogie and Regdar at a point?
The whole time.
Mm.
It was irritating.
Well, we made it that he was only actively being one of them. Like, he was only actively being Regdar.
Right, the other one was an
Obviously,
NPC.
Yeah. Well, not even that. He was just there. Like, we didn't have to roll for him. He was just right behind Barrett, assisting Barrett in climbing. That was all he did.
And we asked him questions about like how far up the mountain he had ever climbed, but that was pretty much it. Like he could sniff out Yeti, and that was how we actually saw the Yeti like early on, and were able to sort of defend ourselves while climbing a sheer mountain face.
And what we're up to right now, because we're actually very close to having Halith Zi'Egrideem come in.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had actually just spoken with Vindic,
Oh.
and he told you guys before you had left, he agreed to letting you guys have the orgy with his daughter.
Oh, he agreed to that?
Yeah, he agreed.
It's not an orgy. We would win her as a prize.
With your diplomacy checks, he did eventually consent, realizing that without your help, she'll probably die.
It sounds like a bad session to play a character with no genitals.
I'm sure Jack will find a way.
Jack always finds a way.
And he tells you that she had actually left from the northeast exit of town to climb the Fang in search of elk.
So am I
There's a chance I may be able to sing you to orgasm, so...
That's true.
I see.
He's a bard.
That's the pink note.
Essentially, we're going to pick up with Stony from right where he was cut and reach the base of the Fang.
Okay.
But I gotta have them get to you first.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys know where you gotta go. Are you doing anything
And we have
before you
winter
leave
coats
town?
now, so we don't have to buy them.
Yes, you each have a winter coat. You could write that in your inventory.
Just them?
Just that.
Wait, so where did these two wind up? In town?
They're not... This isn't Palyus and Barrett. These are two different characters.
Oh, okay. Totally new characters. Okay.
So essentially what's going on right now is happening while Barrett and Palyus are up at the top.
Side quests.
Yeah. Are you doing anything?
No.
You're just standing there?
Unless you want me
I
to...
bought you dinner because you said you'd play.
I am.
Play.
I am playing. Am I not playing right now?
Yes.
Are you not entertained?
Well, I appear to be in a gaming mood.
Oh, I'm sorry, Thor.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Can't get it back up after you put it down.
Are you doing anything before you go? You buying anything?
I can make potions, Palyus.
You need ingredients to make
I'm gonna
potions?
get ingredients to make potions. I'm
Are
gonna
you-
get ingredients for that bitch. That bitch thing.
For his wife?
Yeah.
I know I removed that potion seller video, but did you at least watch it?
You need
What? It was terrible. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't do it.
I love that video. It's too bad.
So you guys are you going to Killix or are you going to Hulk's?
Hulks.
alts.
Okay.
Because we have already established that Killick is a douche.
You're basing that off of his ad.
Yeah, well, maybe he should be.
And
Yeah,
and
there's
his
blatant
reputation.
racism on the ad.
Where? Hold on. I don't
Did
see...
you read the small print? Because I did.
Oh, well, who reads the small print?
That's real.
I am.
Can you read the small print out
Someone
loud?
with a charisma of 22.
I see no racism on there. My 23 wisdom tells me.
Let's see. Is dependent on the mood of Killick upon the time of receipt. For orders of 1,000 gold are upon dependent of Killick's mood, subject to change without notice, and be denied sales good without notice based on race or physical appearance.
Well, it's not. No, it's not racism if he turns down gnomes.
Not only that, this flyer does not represent a legal binding discount, which it says bring this flyer for 10% discount. He's an asshole.
So
I'm not going to Walmart. I'm going to the local store, and I'm going to put money into the community.
You have no idea how strong his potions are.
Okay. You're going to Hulk's then.
A dragon couldn't consume one of his potions, let alone a regular, weak little traveler like you.
Oh, I think that was from the video, right?
Yes, it was.
I am a very charismatic Davis, sir. I am a celebrity in this town. I will sick my servants David and Goliath upon you.
Is that what you named your balls?
And they dangle low, sir.
I named his balls.
Oh.
They're my balls to caress.
That's
You're going to Hulk's then. Is that the final decision?
that is
Yeah.
the decision.
Okay. You get to this place. It's kind of run down little place. One of the shutters is kind of crooked. One window has been broken and it's boarded up. But once you walk in, there's plenty of light, well illuminated, every shelf filled with goods, and there is a very large bugbear behind the counter
Ooh.
wearing overalls.
Ooh.
He is very muscular, chiseled,
Ooh.
and even in his bugbear, hairy, furred state, you can still see he has a very thick outline of a beard. Hello! Welcome to Hulk's.
Are you Hulk?
I am the Hulk.
Good day, Hulk.
Hulk mad.
Good day.
Fine beard. Resembles mine.
I do like the beard.
Why, thank you. You must be Jack, was it? I have heard. And you must be Azrael, the Deva Bard.
Yes.
I have heard of your presence in town. Truly, thank you for your kindness to even stay as long as you have. He bows slightly.
Oh, Huachaco is a great town. They have served me well.
What can I do for you today?
I'm looking for some potion products. Not made potions, but like products to make potions.
Traveler, you cannot handle my potions.
I'm not sure how much I might be able to help you with the ingredients.
That's the name. Ingredients.
Let me see what I have for you. He starts looking around under the counter. I actually have one tote of ingredients.
Helpful.
One alchemy tote. I do apologize, that is all I have. I actually import my potions directly. It's very rare someone comes for the ingredients to make their own.
Oh.
I don't think there's a single other person in this village capable of making them.
Well, if you want, I can make your potions for you.
Do you plan on staying in town long?
Of course, but we're gonna go save this pretty elven girl, and I'm gonna save his wife.
Pretty elven girl. Sounds like you're describing half the elven women here.
Something like
Oh
that.
no, have you seen this flyer floating around town? I hand him the flyer.
My god, Leia. She's grown into quite a woman.
I agree. I plan on having my way with her post-haste.
Please let me know when you do. Anyway.
I give him a wink.
The tote is normally 15 gold.
Jack's gonna feel a little jealous.
I'll give it to you for 10.
Making it bugbears.
The tote is normally 15 gold pieces.
Are you serenading him right now?
No, I'm serenading you to calm you down.
I'll give it to you for 10, or if you spend 100 gold, I'll give it to you for free.
What else do you have here?
I have climbing gear, winter wear, adventurers kits, sun rods, medical kits, fire starters, hunting gear, skinning gear, quality fur wear.
Does he
and
sell
much
gears? Cogs?
Alright, well, how much was that one alchemy tote?
The alchemy tote is 10 gold pieces for you.
Okay, I'm gonna get it from 10.
I also do have some potions.
I don't need your potions.
Very well. And for you, Azrael.
I'm his potion. He drinks me up, and then he gets healed.
He looks at you slightly confused, and then he gets it. Haha, I see.
Uh-huh.
Must be truly...
Face, neck, and chest, bitch.
Must be fortunate to
Yeah.
travel with a cleric.
I'll pick up, let's see. fire starter and some hunting and skinning gear.
What did you say?
We're using that for
Fire
later.
starter?
Yes.
Skinning
and
gear.
some hunting and skinning gear, because I don't know if I'm trained in that at all.
Alright, the fire
Sounds like
starter
that.
is 1 gold, and the hunting and skinning gear is 10 gold. It's actually a little kit, like a rollout, so you have the tools
Dun,
to actually
dun,
skin an
dun.
animal.
Dun, dun, roll out.
Alright,
Dun,
then
dun,
I will
dun,
amend that. I'll get 5
dun,
fire
dun,
starters
roll out.
and
Okay.
a hunting skinning gear, so totaling 15.
Very well. And he gives it to you in a little bag that says thank you.
What's it made of?
Some sort of cloth. It's a durable bag. Not like everything nowadays, which is plastic garbage.
I'm just asking if it's biodegradable.
It's biodegradable. Yeah.
Going green around here, much like the Hulk. Nya, 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 nya.
Wait, do you plan on climbing the Fang to find Leia?
We were heading that way.
Well, you'll surely need more than just a winter coat.
Oh, really?
I would
It does
assume.
feels pretty warm.
Very well.
Why? What kind of other winter wear do you have?
Leggings, hats, gloves, mittens, face masks.
I
So,
can cover up his pretty face.
my apologies.
I look over at Jack. Winter is coming.
Thank you, Vicky. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right, you've sold me.
We're good on distractions. Okay. That's okay.
I'll pick up some leggings and whatnot.
Okay. He's gonna give you the whole ensemble for we'll say 3 gold. He gives you a discount. And you could just write that you have, instead of just the winter coat, you have the full winter gear.
You don't have to stare, it's rude.
Alright, and then minus 18, 22.
It's gonna fall. It's gonna like.
No, worse, your smoke alarm is going to go off.
Yep.
Probably stop.
Alright, does our adventure pack have climbing gear in it?
No, it does not.
It does not. We're gonna need climbing gear, Jack. We're gonna be climbing the Fang.
Fine.
It's a big mountain.
Okay.
Oh, since you bought the full winter kit, you get +4 on endurance checks for cold.
I'll grab some climbing gear.
The climbing gear he sells for 50 gold apiece. He also has the elite climbing gear, which is a whole setting that'll fit over your winter garb, and that is 150 gold.
How much is the first one?
50 gold.
Okay. I'm gonna give him 50 gold. Spend another 40, I get a gift.
If you text
Look.
me on Monday, I'll bring you my markout. 'cause I'm gonna make some coffee.
That elite climbing
And
gear
you don't
looks
get it anymore.
pretty nice on the wall. And it's not
I probably
being
do get
used.
it, but I don't physically get it.
Oh, I like the new shelf.
Why does it have to be so much?
It is truly remarkable climbing gear. This will sell. By the end of the season, I will have sold every set I stock, plus I'll have pre-orders for next season.
I'm gonna go over to him.
150 gold is the discounted price.
Listen. If I'm gonna be making your potions, we should have some sort of agreement.
That is my discounted
If
rate.
you know what I mean.
That is my discounted rate. No.
I'll give you a discounted rate.
Ah.
Look at the record show him caressing Hulk's face.
Look, I'm actually married.
Ah. You know. Sometimes he's married too. It doesn't matter.
How often has Azrael been married?
Azrael? He's a traveling bard. He's never been married. Although there have been many a betrothal offer thrown his way.
Hmm.
He's my husband. Don't touch him.
You could roll diplomacy.
Good mate.
No, not you. I feel like yours should be something else, but I guess it'll have to be diplomacy.
Let's sniff him. You have
27.
nice smelling fur.
I also thrust the picture of Leia in front of him, like, look, when we find her, and we will, I'll come a knocking on your door.
You should give
You a private invite.
Asriel just wants elite climbing. Dude.
A
That's all he
private
wants.
invite, you say? Alright, I could give it to you for 100 gold. I can't do any lower than that.
Kill him.
That's a third of the original price.
Kill him. You can take them on together.
Who is that? Who is that saying?
You hear a voice telepathically from hundreds of yards away.
Oh, Franklin, can you pay him? The money's
Yes.
right there.
I was like, who'd we invite? That's really fucking quick.
I will take you up on that offer. I do enjoy the finer things in life.
Do you have 100 gold to give him?
I have 112 left.
Excellent.
Thanks, Franklin.
Thank you, Franklin.
Very welcome.
We're gonna pause right here for him.
Unless he interacts with it, in which case the illusion is dispelled.
No! Alright. We are going to pick up while Franklin consumes his sustenance. Alright, so, moving on. You guys had recently found out that it was the northeast exit towards the Fang. You bought some climbing gear.
Did Jack get climbing gear?
Basic climbing gear, not the elite stuff. I don't think he has enough gold for the elite.
I reach out and shake the Hulk's hand and give him a nice little...
His big furry hand wraps around you and he pulls you close and whispers, "Don't forget me when you find her. I've had my eye on that one."
As have we all.
I don't want to share her.
And, of course, be careful. The Fang is not a place for any unseasoned adventurers, but
But you have
you're different.
parsley and oregano.
Have a safe trip. Bring her back in one piece.
Hopefully not in several.
Bring back the important pieces. Have a good trip.
I would bring back those important pieces.
You're sick.
Put them on a
You
blow-up
would.
doll.
Well,
As
apparently
you-
plastic exists.
One thing I wanted to mention, by the way, that I didn't mention before you guys went in, it's actually right up the street is where Killick's Apothecary is. It is significantly a bigger building. It stands out on this part of town. It's very gaudy looking, very flashy. He has little magical imbued lights that generate all these crystals to light up in like a flashing motion, so it's like a chasing light that goes around the whole building.
What are his building on fire?
I am personally offended by his gaudiness, and I'm going to...
I was gonna light his
I'm
building
gonna
on fire.
find some sort of stage area and try and convince people not to go to this store.
Sugar, right? This is salt.
No.
Okay.
This is sugar?
Yeah.
We're gonna say that there is a not a
Definitely sugar.
flat.
Definitely sugar.
We'll say that there's some pallets that had recently come in. You can climb up on his pallets that were waiting to be brought in.
It's sugar, Franklin.
Yes, it is.
Just tell him to taste it.
He did.
Sugar's awesome.
He doesn't trust me.
Nothing personal. I've made this mistake before.
He put sugar on his French fries.
Oh, that's...
Like, what are you
that might
doing?
not be terrible. But salt is better.
That was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, what are you doing?
Alright, I climb upon the pallets and What do I want to sing to these people?
Here's something.
Play
There's
them the
there's a
song
lot
of
of
your
traffic,
people.
by the way. Like, there's a lot of people going in and out of Kilix. Even these boxes of deliveries, like, some people have already started taking stuff from them because he moves product that quick.
People of Huachaco, why do you shop here? Look at these lights. Are you caught by the flashy, bright lights of Arcana? That bring you into these doors. Hulk's is merely a few feet away, and he has just as good of goods at half the price. Easily.
3 different people that were walking past respond to you. One of them is a woman with like 3 kids that are pulling at her. My children like the lights. Another one is a man. He has everything at a very fair price. And another one is another older woman. He sells my pills here.
He has the entire town
I
in trance to
was
kill
gonna
him.
torch it too.
He just has everything. How could even Hulk compete?
Hulk can compete because his goods are
I'm
better.
really feeling it.
They're of higher quality. And you know you'll be getting a fair rate because you can see him every day here in town, doing what he needs to do.
You could roll diplomacy.
Oh, 31.
Maybe I could pick up a few things by Hulk just to see the guy, but he doesn't have everything.
I'm gonna go inside.
Okay, before you even make it in, because there were actually some guards that were leaving the place. They had already heard about the ruckus.
No ruckus.
2 large bugbear guards come out the main doors, with none other than Killick himself, who is a scrawny, short drow wearing these very fancy robes and a very fancy, elaborate hat with the same glowing lights going
He sounds like a
around the
scrote.
side. What's going on out here? Why are you speaking to my customers in such a way?
I'm not speaking to them anyway. I'd rather speak to you. I'm gonna try and seduce him.
What? Guards, arrest that man!
You don't have to arrest him.
And that's when I bust out the ocarina to try and double up on her seduction.
Bards. Jeez.
What are you saying to try to seduce him?
You don't want to do that. Wouldn't you have a better time just coming upstairs with me?
No, I would not.
Can I roll for seduce?
You cannot roll for seduce.
Why?
Because he's not interested.
I'm gonna start kissing his face.
He doesn't even let you get close. He backs up and the guards step in front.
I'm gonna start to seduce the guards.
Guards, they're very muscly, brawly guys.
Mm.
They have all this armor on.
Ooh,
They're each holding a spear.
ooh. I can do a few things with those spears.
Arrest them both! They're
So these
disrupting my
Big,
customers!
brawny, hairy guys. Bring back Fristrin. He was nice and smooth.
Hmm.
I like them all. Like all men.
Well,
and-
Gentlemen, you don't want to arrest us. We weren't making a ruckus.
well,
I
Jack,
was just merely talking to the people outside in the thoroughfare.
since Jack had stepped forward to try to touch Killick, the guard that was right in front of him that you were like, ugh, I could do a lot with that, he has grabbed your arm and spun you behind your back.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he, well, you can acrobatics out of it, but...
Sounds like he's trying to embrace you.
That's what it does sound like. 21.
He actually has you. It's against his fortitude, he's a bugbear. He has your arm behind your back, he clasps your other arm, and he is holding you back.
Now, did Nikki mention her character is greased up this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
She did not mention that, damn it.
Sorry.
So, Azriel, you see that one of the guards has both of Jack's arms behind his back and is walking him towards, like, the dungeon keep area. We'll say he's walking you towards the stocks. Yeah.
Would that have been a, would each one of his movements be sort of an attack?
I guess we could call it a grab, which would have been an attack. Yeah.
Alright, I would like to use what's called Fast Friends. I sing a tune of false friendship, leaving the foe in reverie.
Is that an immediate interrupt?
No, it's an encounter. Standard action.
Okay. He has already begun the grab, so that won't break his grab.
Alright, then I'll use the prescient warning to warn. It's an immediate interrupt,
Okay.
and I'll warn Jack about the impending sudden move.
You know, he already rolled to try to get out of it. So it
Oh,
already,
so he's already got that.
yeah.
If I was to use this mic, would I be able just to walk out of his hands?
Good thinking though.
In the middle?
Which one?
Airwalk?
No. Just means you could walk across like 2 buildings, you know? Like actually walking in there.
I mean, I could walk
Here we
steps.
go.
Your arms are broken.
I used the Hymn of Daring,
Ooh.
which
Oh! I got Chainmail of Escape.
What does it do?
either you escape or I hum a tune and you teleport next to me. Which one do you want to do?
Whatever you'd like. I mean, it's like you're calling to me and I'm just like, oh, you ready? His Song of Seduction. Just
What are you
teleports me.
doing?
I'm gonna hum a quick tune and have Jack teleport directly next to me.
Okay. You teleport right next to him, and the guard is still standing there with his arms out, and he looks up at you guys, like the 2 guards are now looking up at you too.
I give him a
Look.
little.
I'm gonna whisper into his ear. You rang, Asriel?
We really don't want to have to chase you around the town. How about you just get lost? Don't make us have to do our job, please.
Like I said, I was just talking to the people in the thoroughfare. This is public property, I'll have you know.
I am aware. You're interfering with the business. He has asked you to leave. Please leave before we have to detain you.
Well, as we've just seen, you had a hard time detaining us, but we'll go.
What the man that you had spoken with while you were doing your little speech, he looks up at you like he gets your attention. Don't worry, I'm gonna stop by Hawks.
Good man. Hulks has got great goods. I just came from there myself.
And you see him start walking towards Hulks as the guards go back in front of the door and watch you to make sure you guys leave.
Fuck you, guards. Fuck you. And we saunter off to the northeast.
Okay. At this point, it is fairly frigid. It has started to snow a little bit, light little flurries. Really just started, but the wind is really what's killer. If you didn't have your... Well, actually, do you have winter gear?
I have the coat.
Just the coat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have winter gear.
We're going to say for right now, even your coat is enough for now. You guys have begun up the northeast entrance. You're coming up to a steep part of the Fang. It's really tough for you to know exactly where to go from here. But you could both roll perception, just to see if you could find any tracks, maybe hear any noise.
30?
Very nice.
Oh, I know.
25.
Okay. Stony,
Hmm?
once you had hit the ground when your rope was cut, now your allies at that point were already like 500 feet above you.
Alright.
What would you have done at that point? Would you have started to climb after them? Maybe look for an easier way up?
Well, would I even be familiar with the Fang at all? Like,
Ogie was really the one leading the party.
right. But I know my character's like thousands of years old. Maybe he's been here before.
You can roll history. See if maybe you know an easier way. Because they didn't even look when they were here. He had the choice to look around, and he said this was direct.
26.
Okay. You would have known that on the more east side, there is a bit of an incline. So it's not climbing, it's actually walking.
No one asked, so...
No one did ask.
Or actually...
They had the opportunity, but they chose not. That was a question I had asked them. And they said they were just going to climb.
I'll go around that way then. It'll take longer
Yeah.
than climbing straight up, but
less
it's safer?
treacherous by far.
Okay, I'll go that way.
Okay. Yeah, the mountain hasn't changed in the last 1,000 years, so
That's good.
you remember it.
It's not volcanic, is it?
Hmm?
Is it volcanic?
Actually, you would know that at one time it was a volcano, something that nobody else knew. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's been dormant really since your day back here.
It doesn't look like things have changed, so... But I will head around towards the east side.
Okay. Also, there was a whole bunch of dead, splattered Yeti next to you.
Yetis aren't, like, people-type people, right? They're just monsters? Okay, so they probably wouldn't have been carrying anything on them.
No.
And
Maybe
they're
they ate something valuable.
hundreds of feet up at this point, so even though they already played that part, it would make sense, because I can't communicate with them telepathically. They're too far. So, I'm just going to head out.
Okay.
Try and get back up.
It is at this point that you guys, Jack and Azrael, you've been walking for a couple of hours up to the base. You had to go through a little bit of woodland from the town. You get to the base, you start to navigate around a little bit. You think you have an idea of where you would find Elk. Not so much where she is, where Leia is, but you think you have an idea of where the Elk would be, and you can guess that she would be there. After another couple of hours from there, you are at the Fang. And this is actually where you encounter footprints that don't appear to be, they don't appear to be a small woman, but they look fresh. And they look like a man perhaps wearing chainmail. You're assuming it's a male because they're slightly larger. He must be fairly tall. Perhaps around 6 feet. But these are the most fresh tracks you've found so far.
Look at these tracks, Jack. We haven't seen shit this whole time. It's been hours. It's getting kind of fucking cold out here.
Check these tracks, Jack. And we shouldn't head back.
You wanna make it happen, Jack? You wanna follow these tracks? Huh? Get a little excitement in our day instead of flurries blowing in our face?
I mean, whatever you want to do.
They're pretty heavy-set tracks. Maybe I'm carrying like an unconscious woman with me.
Who knows?
Let's see where these tracks lead.
You can each roll for nature to attempt to follow the trail of footsteps.
$28.
43?
43?
Wow.
I think so. No. 33? 43? I don't know. It's 14 and 19.
29.
It's not 29. 14 and
Oh,
19?
sorry. 33.
Yeah, 33.
I add what I want to add sometimes.
Well, both of you are able to follow these tracks very, very well. And Stoney, if you could please make a perception check.
It's whatever plus 19. My perception's crazy. No, it's not crazy, but it's,
Is it over a 25?
35?
Very nice. You can actually hear from behind you, ways you came, you actually hear two sets of footsteps with some, like, little bit of chatting, provocative chatting back and forth, coming from behind you, around, like, a mound of snow that you had just crossed.
I can hear it.
Yeah, you hear people.
I'll communicate with them telepathically. They're
Okay.
close enough, right?
What do you say?
Why do you follow me?
You hear a voice in your head that says this.
I immediately spin around and look at Jack. Did you hear that? Got fucked up.
Did I hear that?
Did you do it to both of them?
Yes.
It would have been great if you did it to one of them. Okay, you both hear it.
Playing a rational objectivist character makes decisions easy.
I'm not crazy, right? You heard that in your head.
I did hear that.
Well, can I roll for perception, see if I can see which direction it may have came from?
You wouldn't be able to tell from telepathy. You know what? I'd say, are you trained in Arcana?
Yes.
I am.
Then you can each make an Arcana check, and maybe that will give you a direction.
24?
I asked them why they were
33.
following me, and they've been following footprints. Neither of your characters want to, like, put that together?
Don't be an asshole, Franklin.
What did you have? 25?
24.
24? 33. Azrael, you are able to tell that he is maybe 20 feet away, but he is around this bend that is a large snowbank.
Hmm.
As they're deciding, I'm going to say this
look
mountain
over at
is
the
a
snowbank
dangerous
and, like,
place.
I couldn't hear you.
Are you behind the snowbank? Reveal yourself. This is ridiculous. We've been following your tracks. Why you gotta hide?
Are you saying it telepathically, or are you yelling it?
I'm yelling it.
So you hear his voice.
Okay. I'm not gonna attack. What do I want to say? I am on an urgent mission. I cannot stop, but if you want to catch up, and you are friend... Oh god, I don't know.
Spit it out, boy.
Blah 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 blah. I cannot stop to talk. I have an urgent mission at the top of this mountain, and I am already behind.
Do we see the dead Yeti? Or have we, like, walked past all the fallen Yeti?
No, you didn't see those. Those are on the
Okay.
other side where he came from.
This is what I must do.
Well, we were likewise on a mission of sorts, looking for a foxy elf here in the woods, hunting some game. You hadn't come across a nice-looking elf in your travels, have you, sir?
I have... But I know what an elf is. I know what elves are, right?
Yeah, you didn't see one though.
I have seen no elf. I am on a mission of global importance. If I do not reach the top of this mountain in time, there will be no elves. There will be no... anything.
Trust me, my mission is of great importance as well. The night will be fun if I find this woman, I tell you what.
The night will last forever. Join me in my mission, or we shall all perish. You can run. You can run up to me. I wouldn't run away. I'm not scared.
Are you guys still on opposite sides of the snow mound?
Yes. I'm
I
walking
asked
away.
him to
I'm
reveal
still walking
himself.
away.
I asked him to show himself.
He just kept walking. Yeah. I'd say with your Arcana check, you're able to tell that he's getting further away.
I have a very important thing to take care of. Actually, no, wait.
Also, by the way, by the time you guys have gotten this far, it is about 5, 6 p.m.
Now, when
It's
can
about
I
sunset.
use my rituals?
It takes time to prepare it.
Oh. Never mind.
We'd say you could be doing that while you're walking. It's like a standard action. And you have enough
It
ingredients?
doesn't
for
say how far I can do the illusion away from.
You just have to give it a command.
I was just gonna, like, apparate myself in front of them while communicating telepathically.
Okay. You could do that.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So,
I mean, it typically needs line of sight, so you could summon it and have it walk around that snow mound. Well, what is it? If they touch you, it disappears?
if they touch it, it disappears, but then I also have to make an Arcana check.
To see if they see through it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
can I do that?
Make your check.
So it's 10,
And it's opposed by their insight.
my Arcana is 23, plus my roll is 5 is 28, plus 10 is 38.
Very nice. Okay, so walking around from the other side of that mound, you see a creature. Would you like to describe what Stony or Halith Zi'Egrideem looks like?
6 feet tall, made of cobalt blue, semi-transparent stone. The interior of the stone is kind of like foggy and swirly a little bit. 4 bright yellow pupilless eyes, and all the pieces of rock are like... They're not like chunky rocks, they're like long, kind of... What's the word? Oh, there's a word, shit. When there's a certain kind of design in like
Pattern?
stylized. It's like they're stylized. They're like
Which-
long kind of like. Oh God, I don't know.
All right.
He's a big blue rock with
Yeah,
four yellow
pretty
eyes.
much.
And what do you guys look like? What does he see when he walks around?
If a rock man could be on the thin side, but that I don't know if that makes sense.
Makes sense. He's lean.
Slender. There's slender pieces of rock. Not
Ooh.
like big golem guy.
All right, Jack. Would you like to describe what you look like?
Jack is a fancy
I wouldn't see
looking...
them. I wouldn't be able to see them.
You can't see through it.
No, I'm just sending an apparition their way. I would not be able to see them because what I'm sending is like a
You know
hologram.
what? We haven't talked about it yet anyway. Can you describe what you look like?
Sure. I'm 5'10", 150 pounds. I'm 27 years old, so I'm young looking. I'm very fancily dressed. Like a collar, vest, boots, tie. And I have a lot of nicks and scratches all over my body, but in particularly my face. I carved out a smile.
Hmm. Very nice. What race are you?
I'm a drow.
What color is your skin?
Dark.
Gray.
Dark purple.
Like a blue gray. And I have green hair.
Very nice. And Azriel, can you describe what you look like, please?
Alright. I am 6'1", 220 pounds. So on the, looking pretty good. 35 years old. I'm a Deva Bard of the sexiest variety.
Yeah, he is.
The people in the town that we just came from, they love me.
He's a rock
They're
star.
big fans of me.
I'm a rock man.
And I'm a big fan of me as well. I have sort of a pale, gray skin.
You have a tattoo
Some
of your own
tattoos on my
face on your
face.
butt.
So what?
So do you have a tattoo of your face on your butt?
I do, so I can kiss my own ass. And my eyes are pupilless. They're
Hey,
just bright.
He's
They're
a rock
bright
star with no
white
pupils. I'm a rock
eyes
man with
that
no
can
pupils.
See into your soul.
So can I. We're gonna get along.
So, standing before you is this rock creature, glistening as the snow pummels onto him.
Wait, the snow is falling?
Yeah, it's still snowing.
Have you ever seen this creature before?
Since it's a hologram, would we be able to see the snow actually falling through this image?
What is your passive perception?
24.
Passive perception's 27.
7, that's really good. Shit. Yeah, you can see that snow is falling through him. You don't know it's a hologram. You know, you think it's a guy.
Yeah, but I can see that physical matter is going through something.
Yes, you
Like,
can.
this is bull. I immediately say, this is bullshit, and I start to stomp my way around the snowbank to look for...
It was a really good idea, though. I forgot I had told them it was snowing. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. And I didn't specify that that snow is piling up on the hologram, so...
Okay.
I march around the snowbank, or whatever he's hiding behind.
You
Like,
walk.
show yourself!
You walk around the
Trying to
snowbank,
talk here!
and there is that same creature you saw about, 40, 50 feet away, walking away.
I'll continue to telepathically communicate with you, though. I assure you that my quest takes precedence over yours. Your help is more than welcome. But there will be no girl. There may not even be a mountain if I do not accomplish my goal.
So... Fresh, awesome pussy tonight, or worldwide recognition?
If that is what you seek.
Ooh.
Or is that, did you say that to yourself, or did you ponder that out loud?
I'm pondering it in my mind, but it's probably telepathically going to you.
He can't read your mind. It has to be something that you actually want to say to him.
Which is a shame.
I say that to him.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know. You make a tough argument. Worldwide recognition. I'm already pretty famous in these parts, but if I could be famous everywhere.
Hmm. It
I
is.
look back to Jack. I'm like, Jack, worldwide recognition. Pretty freaking sweet.
Pussy.
Pussy tonight or pussy for a lifetime. Anywhere.
God, this is like life questions.
I have no need for this
Jack,
pussy.
Fall.
You can have my pussy.
Is that what you're saying?
No, that is out of game non sequitur
I-
humor.
Jack
I
is
see him
confused.
walking away. I'm like, do you even have genitals?
What is that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Jack? What do you think?
Fine.
So you guys are gonna catch up to,
Yeah, we'll catch up to Stoney.
okay.
But she's so hot.
You can see that the snow is landing on this one as he is trudging through it. At this point, it's already a few inches deep, so you're actually trudging. You know,
Trudge.
yeah, to trudge. You have to take big steps. You know, it's a little slippery because it's got that last winter's snow, so there's like a layer of sleet beneath the fresh powder. And I would like for all three of you to make a perception check.
26. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of my arcana.
Cool.
19.
19.
But my passive perception is 26.
So
No, we use your...
18.
13, 33.
Did you say 18?
I did.
And I got 19. No one sees shit.
Azriel, you found something, but it's quite long. Can you send this to Azriel? And when you get it, can you please read it?
Okay.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Jesus Christ.
But I just sent him the file.
This is easier for me.
It actually comes up
Normally
rather
there's
decent.
one other person that finds these things. Oh, well, that's a really good camera, too.
You're assuming that I'd have picked it up if I found it.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that.
Kind of mean, Mike. Kind of mean.
Oh, come on, quick.
Oh, second.
Azriel, you find sticking out of some snow, and when I say sticking out, I mean barely sticking out, just like the edge. There's actually a piece of cloth that looks as if it's torn, and as soon as you pick it up, it appears to have some blood stains on it. Smears, not like, you know, not oozing blood, but like you could see a hand outline from a blood smear on a sleeve, and that's what you are holding. It is a sleeve of cloth that appears to have writing on it. Yes. There is some blood. It looks relatively fresh, but it's difficult to tell because in this setting it was under snow, so you would know it would be damp. It wouldn't have dried that quickly. You're very experienced with blood from hanging out with Jack. You know. About how it works. And at this point, it is pretty much the sun is touching down, so it is getting dark. I don't know if you guys had planned on attempting to continue climbing in the dark.
I have night vision. Dark vision. I have
Okay.
dark vision.
Well, it is also just you've been going for a long time.
I mean, I only have to meditate for 4 hours, so. Sorry.
I don't need sleep.
Neither does Jack. We're
Really?
gonna have a whole sleepless party soon.
Why does Jack not need sleep?
I drow.
Oh.
I only need to meditate for 4 hours.
Oh yeah, you just said that because
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
Yeah,
You
you
did
know.
the same thing, right?
I'm pretty sure I need sleep. So
No,
fuck
I
you
don't
people.
see any. And I never saw anything about that.
It's okay, my love.
I think it's one of your
I'll watch it back.
your racial.
All right.
areas.
To whom may find this?
No.
I fear as if this may be the last bit of myself I leave behind in this world. I regret that it is to be left on a piece of my own tunic, soiled in my own blood. If I must perish, I must give heed to any who venture out here. I have come out here in the hunt of elk, a fine prize for any huntress as myself.
Oh.
Yet after a couple of days on the hunt, when I had at last caught up to my quarry, something intercepted it, a dark creature, black and as slick as if covered in oil and slime. It broke from under the mound of snow as if in a hiding. It pounced
you
and
done
took
with
down
that
my
trade?
elk in a single
Yeah.
thrust. In but a single
Okay.
bite of my prize, it had been decapitated. It hadn't noticed me as I watched it feed. I saw this creature, something I'd never seen before. My nature check was very low. It had a long black tail, and its mouth was seemingly unnaturally large for its face and body. It had thousands of small, jagged, razor-like teeth, and moaned and groaned as it swallowed the elk in huge chunks, so large that I could see the large bits stretching from within its throat. Wow. I began heading back to camp immediately, but it has been pursuing me. At first there was quiet noises behind me, the stalker breaking sticks and crunching snow. Whenever I would investigate, I would find only tracks that would suddenly disappear. The noises sounded almost deliberate, as if they wanted me to know it was pursuing me. Then, during the night, it became a hunter, chasing me, mauling at me. The creature is truly powerful, and even after multiple stabs has continued after me, unaffected. I have somehow survived to the sunrise, but in its chase, I have been led further up the Fang and further from home. I fear I will die in this place. If I must, and someone should find this, please turn back. Bring back warriors to combat the creature, as the beast is by far a better hunter than we. Be careful. Oh, and then there's words to her family. I love you, Father. I love you, Mother. And even though I tell you I hate you and don't want to be around you, I never meant it. You mean the world to me, and sometimes I just need to know that you care when I give you a hard time. It's only because I like that you insist after me. I love you with all of my heart. And to whom may read this letter, I love you as well. Thank you, Leia.
Now that was all written in her blood. She must have a pretty heavy flow.
She must be bleeding quite a bit.
I'm gonna say it was written in ink. She must have had ink.
Where's Franklin?
And that is what you have found.
Well,
no.
Well, I wasn't the one who said
She seems to be in a tight spot. We're heading up the mountain anyways. Maybe we could intercept her along the way. What do you think, Stoney? Come on, buddy.
This creature may be guarding the power that we seek. If I were to encounter it, I would see to it that it was defeated. Perhaps we are allies. And
what kind of power do you speak of? You keep referencing this thing.
I seek to stop the rejoining of the powers of Liucian, which may result in the release of an unstoppable force that would seek to consume this world.
With my Thrall State knowledge of 7, would I recognize the term Liucian?
7, goddamn.
You would recognize the word, you don't know what it is. And you don't know, like, that it's multiple parts. You've just heard of the word. So it doesn't mean anything to you.
Liucian, huh? She sounds hot.
Yes, the burning will be most intense.
No, I mean fake. Never mind. Let's. You're kind of a dry guy, ain't you, Stoney?
Kind of reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy.
It does.
Oh, the guy?
Yeah,
I'm like halfway between him and Groot.
close.
Actually, no, that's what I was thinking. You know how Groot's head is like, it's got like those stylized rock parts coming off the top? Kind of like that. Except stone instead. I'm gonna continue.
Well,
I'm just
do you know which
straight
direction
shot
you're
doing what I
heading?
gotta
Where
do.
we gotta climb up, Stoney?
It would go over your head. It won't go over my head.
Or are you just gonna pick out the sharpest, steepest point in the mountain and have your way with it?
Me?
Yeah. Do you know where you're gonna climb up, or you seem to be heading down a very determined path?
I have been to this mountain before. I know where I'm going. This is the safest and... Well, no, it's not the fastest. This path I have chosen optimizes safety and expedience. It is objectively the correct choice.
I would like
Oh,
for Jack to make an endurance check, and for Stoney to make an endurance check with a -2.
You know, trained in endurance, right?
I know. Wait,
Do
no,
you?
you're not.
Yes, I am.
25.
25. Okay.
Oh, where'd my
You
first
feel the
page
cold
go?
nipping at you, but it's not really phasing you. You're not getting frostbite.
-2?
Yeah.
20.
You feel really tired. You've been going for quite a ways since you originally set out from Jack's house.
What is tired?
The other Jack. Like your body feels weakened. the cold is starting to affect the crystal in your body. That crystal ooze that flows through you, similar to blood, moves a bit more slowly.
Joe is nice in this comfy winter garb.
You had also taken some damage.
From falling?
No, not from falling, from the Yeti attacking you.
How much damage?
It was a lot. It's like 80. But you would have been able to spend healing surges, so you could just spend the surges as if you had taken a short rest for 80 hit points.
Okay. So... Alright.
It was a lot.
Alright. Well, I mean, if I took 80 and 4 healing surges gives me 88, I would get 8 temporary hit points from that, right? Healing surges don't put you over? Oh. Alright.
But it's up to y'all if you wanted to stop to rest or push on.
I'm good.
I must complete my mission.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Well, Stony is definitely the most fatigued, followed by Jack.
Jack's just 40.
Azriel, I don't want you to feel like you're not fatigued, because you have been going for quite a ways, but the weather hasn't really taken a toll on you, so you're really the best off for now. And if you're pushing on, is that the final verdict?
Let's see. I'm just seeing if I have anything that might boost their spirits.
Alright, from here, continuing up, there's actually like it's not really dense, a sparse area of trees, woodland. So you will have like a climbing assist to navigate up these up the mountain.
So, I don't know. This place for encounter. It's an encounter, so I mean, if we're just going through the woods, it doesn't really. Can you use it while you're just kind of putzing around?
Yes, but you won't get it back until you take a short rest. I know because I asked the exact same question the last time I was here when I exited the box using the
teleport.
Yeah, you know.
Then never mind.
Really really good prioritization of my moves.
So,
all right,
okay.
Let's keep it moving.
Climbing up this steep area, if you would like, you can use those trees to help kind of climb and pull yourself up. Or if you'd like to just hoof it on your own.
I'll be using my climbing gear.
Okay. So
I'm going to put on my climbing gear.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all snowy and slick, and who knows what's underneath the snow. I'm gonna likewise put on some climbing gear.
Okay. One thing I'm gonna forget for you, Azriel. Your climbing gear, if you do fall, you will take half damage, so just remember that.
I got it written down.
I have a question. Okay. If my shard mind only headgear, Shard of the Mind, I have a daily power where I make a bluff check and polymorph into a creature of another race, which lasts until I end it, or until my next extended rest. If I were to use that to transform into something that gave me, like, let's say I wanted to turn into a horse, could I carry people on my back?
A humanoid.
What?
A humanoid race.
It doesn't say that.
It's implied.
Okay. But I couldn't, like, polymorph into something with wings and fly, right? If I wanted to, like, turn into a little bird and fly up, straight up.
No. I should have written humanoid. I pretty much gave you the changeling ability.
Okay.
Which does specify.
So, never mind until... I'm not going to do that. So, what are we deciding right now? We're just, like, tired, and should we continue on or not?
I think you guys already decided.
I've decided.
To continue?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm continuing. I wouldn't, even if they said that they don't want to, I would continue on my own.
Okay. Well, now you have to climb up the steep area, and it's not a straight climb, but you guys could use your climbing gear to assist you. Really, it's up to Stony if you're going to use these trees to climb up, or if you're just going to try to hoof it on your own.
What would the trees do?
Trees would just kind of assist you while you're going up this steep incline.
Would they take longer?
No, it's just an assisting thing, but, you know, they are frozen trees, so you might break a branch and fall instead. Really just takes in how you're climbing.
I'm climbing with ease.
You guys could each roll for athletics.
I was actually going to roll for nature to check the trees. 26 on the trees. I just want to make sure, like, are they stable trees? They're not like trees that'll turn into monsters that will attack us?
They're actual trees. But some of them are.
16.
Oh, and was it, you said athletics or acrobatics?
Depends how you're climbing. That's really why I wanted to know.
25.
25 and a 16.
This is for the trees. Well, what do I do for the trees?
You want to see if they're real trees?
No, this is athletics or acrobatics if I'm climbing the trees.
Athletics.
16.
Okay. Azriel, you are climbing without any difficulty. Your elite climbing gear is hauling ass. You are tearing butt up here. And looking back behind you, you could see that both Stony and Jack are actually dragging ass a ways back there. Jack does appear to be breathing quite heavily. You could tell that he's just a little tired. And Stony appears to be moving slowly. Maybe it's just how he is. Maybe he's tired and pushing through it, but you could see that they're both dragging. You're fine, though.
How steep is this?
I'll just plop my ass down and climb my ocarina while they catch up.
Okay. And you guys can each you can all make an endurance check. This first one is against the cold.
Oh,
20.
23. I've been making terrible rolls, like 5, 3, 5, 4.
4, 26.
Okay, that's with your bonus for the gear?
Yeah.
Okay. Jack and Stony, you each feel the cold kind of coming into you a bit, especially now that the sun is down. It is very, very crisp. Jack, 23. Jack, you actually can feel, even just on your hands, that you might be getting frostbite on one of your fingers. And you both do feel a little tired here. You can make, each of you can make another endurance check. This is for fatigue.
Endurance?
26.
27.
Okay. I'll let you have a penalty.
7, 22.
Okay.
22.
All three of you are feeling a little tired.
How many squares ahead is... I forget your name. I'm sorry.
Azriel.
Azriel. How many squares ahead of us is he?
He stopped to wait, so we'll say he's just 25 feet ahead, just waiting.
That's 5 squares?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to use that right now. Never mind.
Azriel, you're playing your ocarina?
Yes, I am.
You could roll perception.
9, 17, 6, 20.
Okay.
6.
Okay. You actually, from behind you, a little further up this incline, you hear a couple of snapping twigs. And out of the corner of your eye, in the darkness, you actually see a dark figure darting between two trees. A large creature.
A large creature.
And it quickly
Does it
emerges.
appear to have a tail?
You couldn't really tell.
Prehensile.
You could not tell if it had a tail.
Alright, then, and they're still like 25 feet away?
Yeah.
I, kind of slide down the hill, grabbing trees as I do, to warn them that there's something foul amiss up the hill.
This mountain is a dark place. There are many threats here. You were wise to come with me, as we are more powerful together than we are separately.
Well then, we need to tread lightly, because the only reason I heard or saw this beast is because it broke a branch.
Can I impart onto both of them knowledge of... I know you said that there's like a whole bunch of really dark, deep, dark, evil shit in this mountain that I knew from hundreds of years ago. Can I let them know but I don't know the specifics, so I wouldn't be able to actually do it.
I had written down some of the creatures. I would say that there were like...
I know I saw mind flayers on your list.
There were mind flayers, which are pretty fucking scary.
They're like Cthulhu's.
There are like little wingless wyverns that actually run around eating large creatures. Centipedes, very large centipedes and insects.
Where did you say you travelers came from?
Where do we come from? We come from a town just down the mountain, Ochako.
I find it hard to believe that any kind of foolish society would build a town so close to such great danger.
Oh, it's a fun-loving town. I've had my way with many a woman there. And man, for that matter.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Let's see. So what are we doing here? We're gonna just wait until this thing attacks us from the high ground, or should we continue climbing at a slow pace, stealthily? Having our heads on a swivel. That's what I'm thinking.
You want to keep climbing stealthily?
Yeah, making as least amount of noise as possible. Because I saw which direction it ran into, so I mean, it's obviously over there.
Stopping.
At least from what I last saw.
Stopping is not an option, but I will heed your warning.
There's something awful up there. We just need to be prepared. Oh, what does Jack have to say? I know what Jack wants. A little more music. Now is no time to get erect. We need to climb this mountain.
It's too cold to be erect.
So you think.
Ah. Onward we go.
Should we roll for stealth or what?
Yes, I need a stealth check and an athletics check.
Stealth is 25.
13 for stealth.
Okay.
And athletics, I crit.
17. I only got a 2 on that roll.
Oh.
20 for athletics.
Wow.
Okay.
We're not weighted dice, see?
And what is your athletics check?
I crit.
Yours
It's
is
15.
Okay, Stony has actually pulled ahead in the climb, although he is being very loud about it. He's like breaking off bits of everything, stuff's falling, but he is hauling through it. And you as well.
This is for stealth, not for athletics.
You did both.
You should be doing everything with a plum.
No, he rolled. Everybody rolled both already. The only one actually.
Oh, I didn't roll for athletics.
Roll
My bad. That
athletics.
was my stealth check.
Okay.
Athletics. 26.
Okay. So the same thing still applies. Stony has taken the lead. Both Azriel and Stony are being kind of loud about it. You're at a slow but steady, quiet pace, Jack. You're doing the right thing.
If I'm further ahead, can I make a perception roll to see if I can see what he was talking about?
Yes, you can. Do you have any?
I'm gonna guess I didn't see.
Do you have any senses like dark vision?
Special
low light?
senses, normal.
Okay.
Perception is 18.
You're actually even just having trouble climbing in the dark. How you didn't stab yourself is lucky.
Me or him?
You.
Stab myself?
I'm just saying. It's pitch black and you guys are climbing up.
Hmm.
Not pitch black. You know, there's still a little bit of moonlight, some starlight. No, not even, actually. It's been snowing this whole time. It's really dark.
I'm afraid of the dark.
Are you gonna freak out?
That's why I want to get this done with so fast.
And all of you can make one endurance check for the cold. You guys will each have a -4 penalty.
So 19. That's with the penalty.
16. What was the penalty?
4.
Plus 4.
19 with the penalty.
22.
Otherwise it's a 23.
22. You don't have a penalty, by the way, Azriel. I don't know if you took it off. Azriel, you're doing fine. What was your total and what was your total?
14.
14 for Jack.
19.
19
Maybe it was
for
12.
Stony.
That's 19 with...
Okay. I'm assuming you're giving me final
okay,
figures.
okay.
It's a 12 or 14.
Okay. You looking down, like while you're climbing, you actually feel at one point that you smash and your pick is not there. And it was just your hand hitting it, and you didn't even feel the impact. And you could actually see your pick sliding down a little bit, it gets stuck on a tree. But you didn't even feel that you lost your grip on your pick. Your hand is totally numb from the cold. You as well, you can actually feel like you're losing feeling in your fingers. So it's becoming difficult to keep grips on your tools. And then you can make your endurance check for the cold.
Another one, huh?
Wait, I thought that's what we just
Oh,
did. What was
yeah,
that endurance
there was a
check?
there.
Sorry, this one's for fatigue. And each
I
of you...
botched.
Grit!
Look, we have the opposite ends right here.
No.
Did you roll a 10? That would be perfect.
So I gave it my all,
14.
did some awesome athletics.
14?
Now I'm tired.
Okay. He crit. Azriel, you're climbing like it's nobody's business. You don't even feel the effects of the cold, or the night, or fear of the dark, or from all this climbing. You feel like you're doing awesome. And then you turn and look behind you, and you see that Jack has dropped a pick, and is lazily trying to climb back up, while trying to move his hand. And you see that Stony has actually partially fallen asleep while climbing.
Well, I don't sleep.
Oh, well.
I'm
He's just spacing out
Yeah. I'm stuttering.
in a direction. Jack and Stony, you guys are weakened until your next short rest.
How can we see, like, how long this hill continues until there's, like, maybe a plateau or a flat area?
What I know.
Does anyone have dark vision?
I do.
You can roll perception, please.
And I'd like to roll perception to look in the direction where that thing ran off to.
18.
Okay, you can.
18.
I'd say something like that. Just your history of it wouldn't remember if there was like a plateau somewhere right over here. Your check will, Jack, your check will be enough to let you see through like a couple of trees that there's actually a flat landing spot where it looks like a couple of trees had downed at one time and it made it.
I got 28.
Okay.
To look for the beast.
You don't see the beasts, but you actually see some relatively fresh-looking animal tracks.
Is this considered difficult terrain?
This is difficult terrain.
I'm gonna summon my unicorn.
Okay. Like right here on the slope?
Yeah.
We're in that flat spot.
No, right here.
Okay. Next to you guys, within view, there is a glistening in the air as particles seeming to be starlight form, creating a celestial horse with a horn upon its head. A unicorn appears, trudging up through the snow with little effort, nuzzling up next to Jack.
I'm gonna mount it. And I'm gonna,
Are you?
I'm gonna kiss
Oh, you have
kiss
no
it on
idea.
its head.
It loves you.
Okay, I got a
It
question.
starts to put its horn in
I
your
gotta
mouth.
move and I got a question.
Not now,
Whoa. I have a daily power that is Angelic Messenger. Effect, I summon an Angelic Messenger in an unoccupied square within range. The Angelic Messenger has speed 6 and fly 8, which is hover. I can give the Angelic Messenger the following special commands. It has a melee attack. I'm sorry, no, it's a melee 1 that heals. And then it has a move where it can pick up an ally and fly 8 squares as long as it lands at the end. Otherwise, that person will fall. But it doesn't say when the Angelic Messenger is desummoned.
Doesn't say.
Or how long it lasts.
Can I see it?
Because otherwise I'm just going to summon that messenger and have it fly me up. If it can pick me up, just make one move action a turn, move 8 squares.
That's really cool.
That's why it's
I
a
would say
daily.
it would last for the encounter, so 5 minutes.
Alright. I can't continue on. I'm very tired. I will summon it, and I will have it carry me for as long as we're going.
Okay.
Or as long as it lasts.
So you guys are gonna push on? rather than stop at the little plateau that you had just found? Okay.
Well, if he just gets flown up the mountain 40 feet, he's leaving us in the dust. Like,
You're gonna leave them behind?
you don't have anything to telepathically tell us?
Maybe I shouldn't do it then.
It's up to you.
Were we gonna stop here? On the plateau?
We could build a fire and everybody could, reduce their cold damage and weakness and whatnot.
We could.
I'm gonna snuggle up to Harley, see if it does anything for my hands. She has healing abilities.
There's no point in continuing on if I wind up dead before I reach the top. I suppose I have no choice.
Agreed.
All adjacent allies gain +2 to all defenses during a surprise round. Or the first round
You're
of combat.
grasping at so many straws.
Whatever!
You guys gotta tell me what you're doing. Just make
I
another
have to
endurance
stop.
check for cold.
I have to stop.
You guys stood on the mountain for... No, you couldn't.
Let's head to the plateau. We'll gather up a little bit of firewood, start a fire, and snuggle up close to Harley there.
Aww. You're all gonna snuggle
Harley? Is it the unicorn? Oh. Is it red and white?
No,
Is
it's
it
just
red and
celestial.
black?
No, it's white.
It's celestial? That's funny, I have a move called Winds of Celestia. Also that...
The slightly brown.
I don't know if I want, like, My Little Pony shit on the YouTube channel, so I won't go into that, but... There's...
Alright, you guys are going over the plateau? Is that confirmed?
Yes.
We can mush on?
I'm very disappointed in myself.
No.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I don't feel disappointment. But I will take note that I'm not meeting my own standards.
You're on the plateau, what are you doing?
Make you fire?
We're pulling a Jack London and building a fire.
Very nice. Whoever is making the fire can roll for dungeoneering, and if you're using any one of your fire starters, you get a +5. Yeah, because all the wood around here is damp and frozen. So.
Alright, I'm gonna use one of the fire starters as well. So +5. So 34.
Okay, this wood that you find that's covered in ice, a thin layer of ice, and soggy, having never really been dried, you actually managed to get it to catch. And you have started a very small fire right here. You're drying out some other kindle while you're going around. You guys can also treat this as a short rest, so if you've taken damage, you can heal. And if you were weakened, you are currently not weakened. As you feel the blood flow and crystalline liquid flow, return back to your limbs.
It's a liquid crystal display.
Jack, you can actually see on your hand, you do have a little bit of frostbite. It's something you noticed.
What do you heal check?
Well, you can heal check.
$34.
Okay. You're rubbing it nice and right. You get all the dead skin off. You get the idea to put it in an orifice. You didn't? No? Okay. It's fine.
Asriel, where are
Here,
you?
you can warm your hands inside my butt cheeks.
How dare you?
Harley comes nuzzling
I would do the
up.
same for you.
What is your passive perception?
Choose your orifice if you must.
24.
You feel a horn approaching you, piercing your pants to your buttocks.
Not now, Harley. I'm gonna snuggle her.
Alright, she stops. But she snuck up on you like it was nobody's business.
Not now, it's too cold.
She lays down, and you guys can take a little rest right there.
I'm gonna whisper to her.
What's your passive perception, Azriel?
27.
You can notice that Harley is trying to sneak up on you from behind.
For me? I look back like, not tonight. We're out of town.
It's funny, that's what I said.
Look, I understand. There's sex every night back home, but we are not at home.
Stoney, what is
Calm
your passive
down.
perception?
26.
Okay. I guess you don't even know what the name is. You feel a horn scratching at the crystal of your buttocks,
Can
trying to find a hole.
have you ever communicated with a unicorn before? Like actually words,
I don't think so.
but it's capable of communication?
You can understand general commands.
I'll ask it what it's doing telepathically.
It looks at you.
I'll just keep staring at it.
It turns around and puts its butt in your direction.
I'm gonna keep staring at it.
It eventually realizes you're not interested and walks away. After about 8 minutes.
Strange
Oh,
creature.
no, he's weird.
And it lays down with sorrow in its eyes.
I'm gonna snuggle next to Harley.
Okay. And I need perception checks from everyone.
31.
19?
That's
31.
The two 31s, Azrael and Stony. You actually hear another couple of snapping twigs from the darkness, as well as snow crunching.
Does it sound like a bipedal, like two-footed humanoid, or is it, like... We just heard the horse walking through the snow, so we would have that sort of...
Quadruped.
Quadruped. Is it slow or fast?
It sounds slow and deliberate.
Is it
Alright,
trying to stealth?
I can tell which direction it's coming from, right?
Yes, you can.
I pick up a piece of some of the wood in the fire to keep it burning, but one of the pieces on the edge, and I just toss it in the direction of where I hear the. Who goes there?
Okay. You see a quick dart. As the light is approaching, you see a quick darting of the shadow from behind it. And by the time the light gets there, it's just illuminating snow, trees, and a broken stick.
Can
I
I...
ask the question.
There is
Does anybody respond?
There is no response.
Damn, I thought it was that hot elf.
If only.
Maybe she felt like joining the fire, and I could keep her very warm. I'm just gonna stand watch and keep my eyes peeled for any more shadows and broken branches.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them behind me as well that something was down there. And then Stoney will back me up. He heard it and saw it.
I did.
Jack?
It wasn't stealthing
Yes.
very well.
Well, so Azrael, you're just keeping watch. What are you guys doing? You're just finishing up your rest?
I was just laying down.
I don't have anything to do.
Are you guys going to continue, or are you going to stop for the night?
Well, I'm no longer weakened, and I'd like to continue. So I'll tell you, it would be wise to continue, if you are able.
Oh, I'm raring.
Say something, Jack.
Suck it, DM.
This is going to be most unfortunate.
Never participated in a lot already. I feel like you're gonna kill Jack anyway.
I don't know why you feel that way.
Because he rolls poorly.
That is part of the game. If you don't roll well, you get bitten in half by a cave kraken or something.
Yeah, it's happened before.
It has. It's been known to happen. You guys are sitting there for a little while. Your short rest is completed, so it is dependent if you're going to continue. Is that the party analysis here? I know somebody didn't say anything.
At this point, what time is it?
Let's see. You guys pushed on, so it's around 9 p.m.
And it's still snowing?
Still snowing.
And everywhere we look is covered in a white downy snow.
Yeah.
There is some measure of reflection off of snow in the dark, but it's not very much.
It is not very much. And it's still cloudy overhead because the snow is still coming down. So there's only a little bit of moonlight even breaking down. It's not like it's a full moon either.
I'm going to do dancing lights. I'm going to
Okay.
use a healing surge. It takes a minute to create. And I create floating orbs. Or one light in a humanoid shape.
Hmm.
Each orb sheds bright light, 2 squares radius. Each light has a fly speed of 10. And whenever you use a move action, it's a part of your move action.
Okay. And what are you doing with it?
I'm just lighting up the area.
Okay. And how many lights does it make? Does it say?
No, it says you can create up to 4 floating orb lights, or 1 big humanoid shaped light. So I'm going to create orbs.
Okay. Azrael, Stony, you guys see Jack. And how do you cast this?
Out of my penis.
So do you unzip and
Yeah.
can you describe it? Not your penis. But
I would rather see you give birth to a giant luminescent cum man. That sounds like it would make more sense.
Can you describe it, please?
I'm going to slowly unzip my pants. I'm going to wink at Azrael.
I look back and I'm like, I know where this is going. Let me play a tune.
And I start jerking, and then 4 orbs of light eject from my penis.
Okay. 4 orbs of light are now just like floating around this camp area?
Yeah.
Okay. So these 4 orbs actually illuminate your little camping area very, very well. As well as a little bit of the surrounding area, because they do 2 squares, so we'll say you got a nice little 40-foot area. Sorry, is it 40? No, 20-foot, 4 squares. 20-foot circlet of orb light that is illuminating this nice little area.
That reminds me of what you did to that poor drow back home.
You know.
The illumination from the inside of her eyes was maddening.
Oh, you liked it, though.
I'd never seen anything of the like. It was incredible.
Make my own light show.
It lasts for 1 minute.
No, that's how long it takes that creates. That's the creation.
Duration, 1 minute. Time, 1 minute.
That doesn't make no sense. It should be
So,
longer.
if there's only a minute, send all these orbs. Do you have control of them?
Yeah.
They disappear if they're 20 feet away from you. Oh, sorry,
All
20
right.
squares away from you. So 100 feet.
You should send these orbs out in all directions around us, searching for that shadow.
Yes, illuminate as much of these woods as you can.
And then we can roll perception to see if we, see any shadows moving within the light.
I'm going to
We'll do
ready. I'm going if that's what you're doing, then I'm going to ready my divine bolts. Just hit whatever if I see anything.
Okay. Very nice. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, I said I will do that.
Excellent. Thank you, Jack. And all of you could roll perception as these lights start up. Are you, like, shooting them out? Or are you having them do, like, a zigzag? Like, how are you doing it?
32.
Say it's doing like a big spiral and then moving out at the same time. So it's like going in a big circle and then.
See, I was gonna do that,
widen
but
the
that
circle.
adds more. That's a lot of spaces for it to go.
No. If it's 20 squares away from you. So you can have it zip up and down every little square up to 20 squares away.
Oh. Okay, then I would like a circular motion.
Okay. That's really cool. Because I'm imagining like 4 swirling orbs orbiting up to 20 squares around you, illuminating everything.
24.
Very cool.
Perception. Wait, 17, 13, 30.
Stoney, what did you have?
32.
30, 32, 24. Okay, so 100 feet in all directions is illuminated around you as the nighttime snowiness glows with the reflection of the light from these orbs on the snow and the rapid moving around in this giant swirl. You can actually see very well, 100 feet in all directions from Drax's orb. Using the same perception check.
Tears from the tip of his penis.
Yeah, the tip of his penis illuminated a forest. Stony, you can actually hear faintly through the howling of the wind and the sounds of the orbs in the air. You can hear very, very faintly, very, very distant. You hear a woman. Who's there? Help, please!
Did they tell me what they were here on the mountain for? Other than finding that and reading it? Yeah, they did, because they wanted pussy.
And now Stony, well, you know what? I'm going to say all three of you could see a dark, shadowy figure. And it's still shadowy, because it's a ways away, nimbly dodging between these trees, zip-siding, and it's actually quickly moving across this woodland, and you know that it's heading towards that voice.
Alright. I am going to immediately let them know that I believe the female they came for is nearby, and I also had divine bolts ready, so I'm going to launch it at that shadow.
What's the range on that?
10.
I didn't really
Is that close enough?
50. You know what? There's a lot of trees in the way, but you could take the shot.
That's not going to hit.
What exactly is it that you shot? Like it's just a
It's
bolt?
divine bolts. This is it's 21 to reflex. I don't think
Okay.
that's going to hit.
You take the shot, it actually hits a couple of different trees on the way, and it does miss. But you guys see him shoot a bolt, a couple of the trees fall down, bits of snow fall from the trees, and the shadow continues moving in that direction.
Alright. If you wish to take action to ensure her safety, now is the time.
Yeah, I hear the voice and I'm like, in the back of my head I'm thinking, there she is! And take off. Towards where the voice is coming.
What? I'll be
And
doing
you
the
do?
same.
Okay. What are all of your speeds?
7.
5.
6?
But I can teleport if I need to.
As an at-will?
I mean, is it an at will? It's a move.
Oh, everybody has 6.
It's a move
It's
if
only
I
one-
need it.
It's always 7 while bloodied.
Got it.
6.
So 6, 6, 5. That's still not bad. It would have been different if it was 7.
Oh, wait, I have my unicorn out.
I believe it shows your unicorn speed, by the way, on your unicorn
Does it?
sheet.
Wish I had a unicorn sheet.
I didn't even know she had one, and then I saw she had a move to summon a unicorn, and then I went back and I saw that she had a companion sheet.
8.
Okay. Damn.
Galloping through the woods.
You are galloping at seemingly the same speed as this shadowy figure.
I'm gonna grab Azrael too and put him on.
What about Stony?
He's too heavy.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's not gonna go too far.
Unicorn was harassing me a moment ago.
You can make... You don't have to make a check. Azrael, you can make an acrobatics, because Jack is trying to scoop you up, so you could try to get on this unicorn.
Alright. 20.
And each of you can make a perception check. Man, that
21.
guy's not being kind to you.
29.
No, not even slightly.
21.
21, 20. Azrael, you notice as soon as you get onto that horse that shadowy figure has darted directly towards you. It appears as if it is in a pounce
Wait, towards who?
Counts. Well then.
towards you
hang on.
guys on the unicorn.
30,000 home of mine, very new again. Can I use haste on Harley? That way she pulls us both forward. The target being the,
She could
the
teleport.
unicorn immediately gets to use a standard action, which could be just keep running.
Say it again? So you want to give her a standard action?
Yeah, Harley. So that way we could, like, if it's pouncing towards us and then we just boost forward like another 2 spaces, then obviously it would have to recalculate in midair.
Alright.
Whatever's pouncing towards us.
If you want to use it, it'll still have a chance to hit you, but if you want to use it, that'll definitely help you. It's up to you if you want to use it now or save it for later.
Can she die? Yeah, but I can just teleport her again, right? I mean,
It's a daily power.
I know, but like, she's not really dead.
You can summon her back after your extended rest.
So she's not
let's
really
do it.
dead.
Why not? Let's make this interesting.
Okay. You use your ability. She gets a quick little burst of Canada. Another whole move action. I'm gonna roll to see if he was able to stick on it.
She also can teleport 5.
Yeah, but she didn't notice it, so she doesn't get a turn, and that takes a move action.
But you said she just got a move action.
Okay, so she could have teleported instead.
Yeah,
That's
but-
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat it the same way. Is that an at will to teleport?
He just said it's a move action.
Which one?
Bottom one.
Encounter.
Ah.
Save it. Alright, so you give it another gallop of speed, quickly forward. The creature actually stays on its trajectory and does not miss with what I'm about to describe to you. But, before I narrate that, you have dark vision, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And it is actually low light right now. Do you have low light, Azrael?
I do not.
Okay. Then it's fairly difficult for both you and Stony to see this creature, even as it makes this attack. But you are able to see it, and I don't want you to look at the rest of the page, but I just want to show you what its head kind of looks like. And it is pretty much a gaped open, very large mouth on a very fat but slender snout. And the body is covered in these black scales with the fins on the back of its head. And you do see that it has a very rounded belly, 4 little legs with claws, and a very long extenuating tail that comes out the back. But you guys have trouble making that out, but just want to describe it. This attack is going to be against Harley's reflex, which actually shares Jack's. It's probably still gonna hit because his reflex sucks. Okay, the creature makes a running pounce, and you quickly able to see it and respond, giving Harley a quick jounce, but it's not enough. The creature pounces through the air, tackles the unicorn by grabbing Harley's head in its mouth, and in a single chomp has decapitated Harley. The two of you
And
are...
also sending the horn into its brain and killing itself.
I wish it was that easy.
Why not?
Didn't
The
happen.
unicorn horn.
The two
It's got
of you...
magical properties.
The two of you are thrown...
including acting as an aphrodisiac.
Yes, it does. The two of you are thrown from the
There's gotta be
unicorn.
some sort of... It's a big-ass horn on the top. It just chomped down like an alligator.
From the side.
Yeah.
Oh, so it went like this?
We didn't determine exactly. I like where your head's at, though, so I will give it some damage. But, it's not going to be enough to kill it. You know? We'll say...
I mean, it's like chomping down on a, like a tortilla chip that's angled just wrong, and it scratches the shit out of the top of your mouth. You're like, I can't eat anything spicy anymore.
Why don't you roll a d10 and add 6?
Yeah. 15.
Damn it. Alright, you see the horns scrape a little blood on the inside of the creature. Well, actually, I guess you don't see it. But Jack would have seen it. And the two of you are thrown from Harley's back. And Sony, you were a little ways behind the unicorn, so you see all of this happen in real time.
Okay.
And it's incredible. It's a great sight. Both Jack and Azrael can make acrobatics checks.
Acrobatics! 19 and 15. 4. 34.
Very nice. I'm just going to roll to see if you're thrown into a tree. You are thrown into a tree. Your trajectory was perfect. You were going to land on your feet, and one of the frozen branches, you smash right into it. You fall prone. You know what? You don't fall prone. You actually still land on your feet. But you're going to take...
Oh, my balls!
Ouch. I rolled a 12. You're going to actually take 17 damage from smacking your face on that branch. And the branch does snap with you, so... There's a big branch next to you. Let me roll for Jack. God, I love rolling for Jack. I rolled a 3.
How dare you?
Well, that's what she
Where,
gets.
where did Nikki go? She's got to roll around.
Alright. You are both thrown from the horse. You land on your feet after hitting the branch. And, Jack does not land on his feet. And does take a little bit of damage. And it is at this point that you may each roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh, I did very well. Go, forest creature! I hope you can beat a
Alright,
32.
I'm going to bust out synchronicity.
Oh, very nice. You gotta tell them what it does, though.
Yeah, it's a daily, and a single chord is all it takes to spur your allies forward. When we roll initiative, each target gains +5 bonus to initiative during the encounter. So that would be Stony and Jack.
Very nice.
I was
You
actually...
were rolling initiative. You took some damage in your unicorn stat.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
What did we get from him? 5?
You get +5 to your initiative, thanks to...
You get +5 to whatever you roll.
Ooh, that puts me up to 24. His was 23?
30,
Did you roll a d20 for
32.
this?
30... Wait,
D20.
never mind. Not 20. That's stupid. That was wrong. 17... 27, 28 plus 5 is 32.
Wow, nice.
Oh, it's the same.
I rolled a 19.
21.
Yeah, it's 30.
I'll use Shroud of Warning. The trigger is you and your allies roll initiative. Everyone gets +7 to whatever, plus that.
What the fuck?
So we're all ahead of you.
28.
Never mind, most of us are ahead of you.
29, 37, 28. Holy shit. You guys just got +12 on your initiative check.
Cool.
Wow. Nice.
That's nice.
First up is Stony.
Okay.
That's real nice.
I'm gonna use... Man, I got shit all over the place. Chains of Carceri. This is versus Reflex. God fucking damn it. 22.
That'll miss.
I'm not surprised. I think that might be all I do for now. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Azriel, you're next.
Let's see, what do I want to do?
Oh. I had a Sun's Glow. It lasts for an hour, so free at will.
Your orbs were really cool, though. Yeah. And illuminated the whole forest.
That is true.
Alright. Harmony and 2. Alright, I'm going to use this encounter standard action. It's called Harmony of the 2. As you strike your foe, a nearby ally lashes out with an attack in harmony with yours. So I'm going to attack and then use this as well. So that way somebody can double up. And it's a free action. It says 2W plus charisma modifier, which is +6 damage. An ally within 2 squares of you can make a basic attack against the target as a free action.
That would
Okay.
be Jack.
Go ahead.
What's
So,
the wisdom modifier?
I roll.
It doesn't show it on the new sheets.
14.
So how I
What's the
know?
modifier that you need? Which one?
Wisdom.
Let me see. 10 is 0. 12 is 1, 14 is 2, 16 is 3, 2 is 4, 20 is 5, 22. So your modifier is 6.
Let's write that down.
So do I add the strength of the vicious war axe along with my, like, the thing in the strength box?
Well, you're doing 2 weapon, which for you is 2d12.
Well, I haven't. I'm just rolling to see if I hit.
Oh. It should say it
Okay.
on your move. So which move are you doing? Synchronized strike?
Well, it's kind of, it says
What's the name of the move?
it's called Harmony of the Two.
Alright, so it says plus 20 versus armor class. So you roll your d20 and you add 20.
All right, that's 24 or 34.
34 will hit. So now you can go ahead and roll for damage, which for you is 2d12. Well, it shows it on top.
2d12 plus 10. All right. Excellent. 2's and a 10. 5, 11, 16 plus 10, 26.
Very nice.
And Jack gets to follow up.
Jack, free attack.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. It's just a melee basic attack, right?
Let's see. I believe so, yeah. Make a basic attack against the target, yeah.
$23.
By the way, I'm gonna have to get out of here in like 10 minutes.
Armor class?
Oh shit.
23, that will miss.
Oh. Okay.
10 minutes, he's gonna go, right?
So I was pointing at before. It was 6-3.
Yeah. Asriel, you're a dangerous man. Alright, well, let's see what we could get done here. So after Asriel's turn, it is the creature's turn, who lurches forward out of the darkness.
Did you let me go yet?
You go after him.
Oh. But you said we all go.
No, Franklin said that.
Oh.
And then he said that you went. You didn't go before. Let's see. Who would be the closest? I guess it would be the Bard who ran up at him with the axe. Okay. Bard, this is against your armor class. I got a 36.
Jesus.
A 34. Oh, that's all I get for now. Do they both hit?
Yeah, I have a 30. You get to strike twice?
Yes, I do. Plus 14. That's going to be for 29 damage.
Jesus.
And since both the attacks had hit you, you fall prone, and you are bloodied, taking 10 ongoing. You don't take it right now. It will then action point, and while you are prone, it will get a 39 at your reflex.
Jesus. Wow, that hits.
In its very large, agaped jaw, it has picked you up. What is it with big creatures getting you in their mouth? Well, he picked you up
Yeah.
in his mouth,
Vor.
and he is pretty much trying to swallow you whole. You could make an acrobatics or an athletics check to try to avoid being swallowed.
And that will be athletics. Let's see. Won't be swallowed.
Let's see if you can beat a 32.
Athletics 16 and 12. 16 and 12. What's 16 and 12? I'm drawing a blank.
It is
8.
not enough.
28.
Not
Yeah,
enough,
no.
as they say.
I have an immediate interrupt that I'd like to use.
Okay.
An enemy within 10 squares of me hits my ally. The effect is, before the end of my next turn, I gain a bonus to my next attack roll against that enemy equal to my int modifier, which is 5. Unfortunately, Josh, this doesn't help you immediately,
No, it doesn't.
but I've been rolling very poorly, and I'd like to use that.
Okay.
Let me see if I have any sort of immediate interrupts.
And that is also a Channel Divinity encounter, so I cannot use my other Channel Divinity encounter this encounter.
You would have had to use it instead of rolling to try to escape.
Ah, okay. Well, I don't have anything anyways, so.
Sorry, bro. He bit at him twice, scooped him up in his mouth, raised his large head up, and in a single large slurping, gulping motion, has swallowed Azrael.
I mean, I know bards are
I
pretty
didn't even
buttery.
get a chance yet.
I know. That was all in his turn.
But he action pointed already. This doesn't make sense.
He action pointed one time.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. He gets to use action points just like you do. He used his on his
That's
first
not what I
turn.
mean, though.
He just wanted to kill me.
You're not dead, per se. What's your hit points at right now, by the way?
57. I'm damn near bloodied.
Okay.
As far as hit points go.
Why does the bard
Well-
have more health than me?
I don't know. It was a good question. If you do have to leave, I mean, I'm just going to be taking ongoing damage for you in the meantime. What's your bloodied value?
51.
So I know when you're dead. Alright.
What's your healing surge value?
Healing surge is 25. I get 10 surges.
Oh, wait.
Write that down.
Wait. When I use a divine... Oh, shit.
Let me go.
When I use a divine encounter or daily, I can slide an ally within 10 squares 1 square. That one that I used is divine.
he was
Could I have
grabbed.
slid him out? No.
Not from a grab. Alright, it is now Jack's turn.
Super.
You have just watched your poor bisexual friend get swallowed.
Well, I don't know. From the way you guys are talking, it sounds like he's pansexual. You really don't want to get your terms confused. You could really offend someone.
Fine. Pansexual for all of our public listeners.
You guys picked a maybe not such a great session for me to start with the whole innuendo stuff. I'm just not playing
And
the right
what are
character
you
for it.
doing, my dear
Um,
Jack?
I'm doing this, but doesn't seem to have versus
No,
anything.
like, Rezi could bang a girl in both holes at once.
Do I just do that?
I don't know. What
In
it
fact, most...
It
Many
doesn't-
many
It's a
different
melee-
species of
Hold on,
reptiles.
let her do
Okay.
her turn. It's a melee 1 on one creature. Well, it's you take 10 damage and the target's... Ooh, yeah. How the fuck about that?
Ah,
That's really nice. Although you do take damage in the process.
it's alright, it's 10. And I'm about to do Healing Word as a minor action, so that's not a big deal.
Wait. You won't be able to kill him.
Why not? He is my target. It doesn't say line of sight.
You would need line of sight for him to be a target.
Can I cut him open with this?
Well, that one is actually like a draining.
Can I drain him
Like
to
that's-
throw him up?
Huh. I'll tell you what. I will make an endurance check if you're willing to sacrifice some damage that you would deal.
That's fine.
Okay, how much are you willing to sacrifice? Of your 4d10s, how many dice are you willing to give up to try to save Azrael?
Would it be worth one?
Does the button on your Keurig just not work sometimes?
We'll say for each dice that you're willing to sacrifice, I will take a -2 penalty.
To the endurance check?
Yes.
Never mind.
I'm sorry, what did I miss?
Nothing yet.
3.
You whoa! Okay. Damn you, rolling the highest possible thing, huh?
16 plus necrotic.
Okay. And I will make my endurance check. Azrael, you can make an acrobatics or athletics check to assist.
Heyo.
Unless he botches, he'll probably get out.
19.
Yeah, he's never botched ever with those dice.
I have botched a couple times.
Rolling a 2 is not a botch.
Alright.
Low
No,
crit
I
weapons.
haven't rolled botches before. Only 2, but it has happened.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of.
Some people roll two a day. Okay, 2 a
Well,
session.
they're not me.
Last
2
time
in a
I played,
row.
Nikki rode 2 in a row.
And
Yeah.
then
I think it was
19
3.
and 16, 33.
It's 2 in a row, and then like another botch 3
Alright,
rolls
let's-
later.
No, 35.
The creature spits up Azrael, who
Alright.
lands on the ground.
I'm
covered
also
in-
gonna minor actions, a healing ward. It's basically it says you are one ally. Can I do both since I'm right next to him? Alright, I'm gonna do my ally.
Aw, that's
And
really nice.
he could spend a healing amount of a healing surge plus 4d6s additional hit points. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Ooh,
12.
I like the green ones.
So how much total does he get?
His healing surge plus 12.
Azrael, a healing surge plus 12.
Very nice.
So 37 is it?
That is
Oh, Nikki, I'd like to remind you that when How did you get him to use a healing surge? You did something that let him take a healing surge?
Uh-huh.
When I don't have many things that let me take healing surges, but when I do use a healing surge, every ally within telepathy range, which is 15 squares, can make a saving throw, and I have an item that lets me take an additional healing surge when I use a healing surge, so that'd be 2 saving throws for everyone within telepathy range if we need it.
It's pretty nice.
I
And
bought these dice online.
you can make
They
people
look really
spend healing
cool, I like
surges like they're nothing. I'm sure most of your moves let them spend healing surges.
Yeah, I don't have a lot that lets me do it on my own, though.
Between the three of you,
Which is
you guys
shitty.
have so much party chemistry because you're all supporters, controllers, minoring, and striking. So, you guys have very interesting chemistry if you can align it.
My character is confusing as shit, though.
All
I
in
don't
all.
like. That's why every time you look over at me, I'm sure I'm staring at my pages with a dead expression on my face because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
That's okay. And
Yeah,
now,
that's me too, buddy.
now we are back to Stoney's turn.
Okay. So he escaped it. He got out.
He is laying on the ground, covered in both acidic bile and his own blood, because he is still bleeding.
Okay.
Not bloodied, bleeding. Lacerated.
When I knock it prone.
I like watching him bleed.
I'm going to use Winds of Celestia, which is a standard action. So this is versus Fortitude. It is 17 plus 9 is 26, plus I got that thing that gave me 5, so 31, plus another 1, because I just used an at-will encounter, or so that's 32, I think.
I'll
To
hit.
Fortitude.
That will hit.
Okay. Then this is 3d6, which is 1, 2, oh fuck. So 6 plus 9 is 15, plus another 6 is 21, and I'm gonna knock it prone.
21.
It slid 1 square and knocked prone.
Okay. This large creature rolls onto its side, now bloodied, knocks down a tree in the process, and is laying on its side prone. At which point we will proceed to Azrael's turn.
Let's see.
Oh, and if anyone needs to be slid 1 square, just because I used a divine power, does anyone need to be slid 1 square in any direction?
No.
Okay, I had a feeling.
Yeah, without the grid, it's tricky.
Oh, if the grid were there, I wouldn't have asked first. I would have just decided I'm sliding you a square.
There, now we're flanking.
Well, no, yeah, that's exactly it. Actually, can I do that? If they weren't in flanking position before, I'm just going to move them in flanking position.
Does it say they have to be a willing ally, or it just says push an ally?
Just as when I use a divine encounter daily, slide an ally within 10 squares, 1 square.
Then yeah, you can do it.
You guys are flanking now.
Thank you.
Well, actually, he's still prone. He
Who's
could just spit up.
Oh.
You're laying
so
prone.
do I have to use a a thing to get up?
It's a move action to get up, but before you do that, you're taking 10 damage from bleeding and 5 damage from that acid. The bile.
If I'm standing still and not moving, I can't do 2 standards, right?
Damn it, all this
You
stuff
can never
is-
do 2 standards.
Oh, without an action point. Think of it as a standard is worth the most. You can
Right.
trade it away for something
Then a
lesser.
minor, or then a move, then a minor.
Is when you roll to see if it hits, is that considered a skill check?
No.
No, that's your
Yeah,
attack
it's
roll.
just defensive. Alright. Shite.
Your
Well,
passive.
this is pretty much the last thing I'm gonna have to do before I go. So I use War Song Strike, which is an at-will standard action. And let's see, it says 1W plus Charisma modifier plus 6 damage. And any ally who hits the target before the end of my next turn gains temporary hit points equal to my what is it? Con modifier, which is plus 3.
Okay.
Constitution.
Prostitution?
Constitution. A constitution hole. So I'm going to do a basic attack and then use that as an at-will to follow up.
Okay, go ahead.
18 and 20 is 28. Oh no, wait, 38.
That'll hit.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, it is. Alright, 1d12 plus 7. 6 and 7. 13. And then whoever attacks the beastie until my next turn gets 1 weapons roll plus 6 damage. And they get health back, like 3 health back for every time they hit.
Okay. How much damage did you have so far? 35?
How many hit points did I have left?
How much damage did you take? How many hit points were left? Whatever.
I have 79 left. Because I got the healing surge and then plus 12 from Jack's awesomeness.
Got it. Who has taken... Can you actually keep track of Azrael for him? He has taken this much damage. And he needs a saving throw for his acid and for his bleeding.
Did he do that already?
No, he didn't.
I've been rolling like shit.
I know, that's why I waited. Because he never rolls poorly. Great. Excellent. Glad you got his luck for now. It is now the creature's turn, who will use its move to get up, and then will charge towards you. It's 27 to his reflex.
Nope.
Damn it! I do have another action point, but I won't use it yet. Oh shit, I'm bloody, this shit. I will use my action point again. And do worse. And he misses every time. And then we are up to Jack.
Oh!
Continue, Jack.
Oh!
Continue this masquerade you call living.
Oh, that's not very nice, Mike.
Oh, I'm kidding, Jack.
That's not very nice, Mikey.
I'm kidding.
Now I gotta kill you.
Hey.
Now I gotta kill you. I'll kill you right now.
When a move says like Invoker Utility 2 or Invoker Utility 10, that's the level.
The level you got it, yeah.
Okay.
19 and 17 to armor class.
Very high hits.
This just makes no sense.
Are those D4s?
Yeah, they are. God. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Weird.
9.
I'd lend
10,
you one of
11,
mine, but I've been rolling
12,
poorly.
13.
Mm-hmm.
And the target's marked till the end of my encounter. Or the encounter.
You marked him?
Yeah, is marked.
That's
And
dangerous. You have magically challenged him. A cleric with a fighting spirit, eh?
also, I'm going to... Sorry, there's a minor action I want to use.
I don't know how I'm so bad at building characters. The staff that I took lets me regain the use of an expended arcane encounter power of the staff's level or lower as a free daily action, which is
That's pretty
amazing.
cool.
I have no encounter powers that are arcane. None.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Do you? What are they? If not arcane.
What? I have a bunch of psionic and divine.
So just make it. We'll say
That's
odds.
good, it's good.
Psionic evens divine. Psionic. Wait. Sorry, divine.
I'm done.
Okay. After you goes Stony. The Stone Meister.
Yeah.
Stone Dizzle.
Okay. Let's see. Plus, I saw something.
Oh, I forgot a whole bunch of damage for you.
Oh, it's a good thing I haven't done anything yet.
Just give me a number.
Because I had +4.
Give me your number,
So-
girl.
4 times 6. 12?
16.
4. Okay, yeah, you're right. Keep forgetting the random modifiers over there.
Oh. Alright, when it's first bloodied, it gets. Oh, sorry, not first bloodied.
There's been bloody.
I know. It's when it hits a certain number of hit points, which you just knocked it to.
Sorry.
It's a burst attack. You're still a ways away. So this will be against Azrael and against Jack. Ugh. Against Fortitude. 23, 29.
You hit Jack.
Excellent.
You don't hit.
He spews out this black acid. It is acid damage, and you are taking 20. And then we will continue with Stoney's turn.
Okay. This is Baleful Eye of Judgment. So versus Will, I crit.
Oh,
So
that'll hit narrowly.
yeah, okay. So I just max damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 16 plus 6 is 18 plus 3 is 21. 21 psychic damage. You take a -2 penalty to attack rolls until the end of your next turn. And let's see, because I can do some other stuff. Minor. Okay. Alright, as a minor action, I am going to use Symbol of Hope. I conjure a Symbol of Hope in an unoccupied square within range. The symbol lasts until the end... Wait, I got a question. If they're were they flanking that thing, or no?
Well, he never got up, so no, they weren't flanking.
Even if I pushed her to the other side, it wouldn't count?
No,
Okay.
he's prone.
Never mind. I'm
You
still gonna
actually
do my
are
thing,
killing
though.
it, by the way.
Oh, okay. Then never mind, I'm not gonna do that.
What did you do exactly to kill him? What's your flavor?
My Baleful Eye of Judgment. A third eye appears in the middle of the creature's forehead, emits this radiating bright light, and then its head just explodes.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
So its head has exploded from its body.
Yes.
Okay.
Big, like, third eye, beams of light, head explodes.
Okay. The body hits the ground very hard.
Bodies
hit the ground.
Let the bodies hit
The limp neck flounders to the ground shortly after. And you can each make a nature check.
17.
32. I rolled an
17,
18.
32. You have seen its head explode. Its body fell to the ground. Everybody gets sprayed a little bit by its blood, so you're covered in a little bit of blood.
No, I'm pretty far
You
away.
can actually see that it isn't, even though its head is gone, it is not apparently dead. You can actually see that its neck is actually splitting into two.
Shit, I should have had another part of it blow up. What do you mean it's splitting into two? How is it splitting? Like this way?
As if it is growing two necks and two heads. It's happening slowly, but you notice it.
Can we, like, attack its body while it's down?
Of course you can. You don't even have to roll. Just tell me what you're doing. You're just going to keep hacking away at it?
I'm gonna start hitting its stomach. Not cutting off its head. I'm gonna try and rip its heart out.
What are you gonna do with its heart?
I'm stripping it out.
What are you going to do, Jack? You're able to use your hand blades. You can carve into it. You're going for the heart?
Yeah.
Okay, athletics check.
14.
14. Oh, you're not trained either. You're digging your way through, and you can still see both of the heads are still growing.
I'm gonna do it quicker.
You can make another one.
I'll run up and do the same then. Try and rip its chest open.
Okay, athletics check.
Can I maybe do 2 since I have 2 hands?
I botched.
Alright, she botched as well. So you're digging through, you started a cut, and then your blades are getting stuck in there. You're having some trouble even just getting it back out. Stony runs over and he tries to push his hands in. He's pushing your hand blade deeper in. He actually cuts his hand on the hand blade, so you're going to take 1 damage.
Okay.
And during this time, you can now feel the muscles in its chest tensing up as the wound from the muscle movement is actually closing on your hand. And you can now see one of the dilapidated heads now becomes erect and like stands. It's all shriveled and deformed, covered in this gook and blood, like a baby out of the womb.
What's that nature check for before?
To be able to tell if it was dead.
Oh.
And it is beginning to stand up with 2 slithery, uncompletely formed heads flopping around.
I'm gonna continue trying to rip its heart out.
You're still pushing in?
Yeah.
Because you're like hanging in the air.
That's fine.
It's bold. Jack's ballsy. You could make an acrobatics check this time.
Better. 26.
Okay. You're able to free your hand from where it was stuck, and you're actually burrowing deeper in with both hands until you can actually feel the very close, as if touching it. You could feel your hand in its chest with your forearm slightly being crushed by the muscle of the beast, and you feel the heartbeat. What are you doing?
I'm ripping it out.
That's what you're going for?
Yeah.
Another athletics.
Is this a new encounter or is it the same encounter? It's not. I know it's not.
encounter.
I know it's not.
17 and 9.
Okay. You actually are able to sever it while it's in there, falling to the ground. You land on the flat of your back as the beast becomes very still, falls to its side, and the very large heart falls, landing right on top of you. It doesn't deal you any damage, it's not that big, but it's just like a heavy ugh, as this very large, like, I don't know, 2 basketball size heart has landed on your abdomen.
That's a big heart. Is it definitely dead? Do we know?
Your nature check from before will tell you that it is now dead.
It's all covered in blood.
Yeah, you're covered.
I'm immediately heading
Sony's
towards
right there.
the voice. But where
Not
am
turned
I?
on by Stony. He doesn't have genitals.
I'm just heading towards the voice
Okay.
that we heard earlier.
He's starting to head away. Are you going with him? I'm sure Azrael would actually head towards the voice as well.
I'll be there in a bit.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with
Azrael-
that corpse?
Azrael is going with you.
Okay.
What are you doing while they left you behind?
I'm
Into the mic, please. No, it's omnidirectional, actually. You can do whatever you want.
Just in case your mom ever wants to listen.
She would never listen. Does it have genitals?
It does.
Oh, I stole your D4s.
If you hadn't killed him, then you could cut its
think that
dick
was
off and then
yours.
it would grow too.
That one's yours.
That's
That
mine.
one may be yours. No, that pink one's mine.
That's all mine.
No, this pink one's mine. You already
Fine.
have one there.
Fine. That's Rich's.
It's mine now.
What are you doing to the corpse?
Does it have genitals? Did you
Yes,
answer
it
me?
does. I
Yeah,
did
does it
answer.
have? It has like a dick or a
It
vagina?
is a man. It has a dick.
Oh, alright.
Testicles and a very large dick.
Large dick.
Very large.
I'm gonna cut it off.
Okay.
Let's put it in my knapsack.
Wow.
You could write just the dick.
Dick and balls.
That is gonna freeze.
Genitalia of a Hydra.
Can I just put dick of a Hydra?
I didn't know we were fighting a Hydra.
Oh, really? It's just special.
No, I mean, I realized, like, since we had the thing cut off, but, like, what did it look like?
It only had one head at the time.
I thought we were fighting, like, a mammal.
No. But it's still.
I must not have been paying attention.
Clearly.
Big
Oh
surprise.
my god.
Clearly.
So you guys are heading in the direction of voice. You stop for a second to take off genitals.
Oh, god damn it.
Stony,
Did
can
they-
you roll for perception?
Sure, did they tell me the name of the girl that they were looking for?
No, I don't think they do.
Perception? 31.
Okay. You can actually still hear the faint sound of her screaming. Oh, please.
I will telepathically communicate. Are you the one who left the message on the tunic written in ink?
How are you communicating with me?
There
Yes,
is
that was me.
there is a rescue party here for you. Please remain where you are.
Oh, I can't move. I'm tied up or something, and I'm trapped in this dark place. I can't.
I'm
seem
afraid
to
of the
move.
dark.
Are you coming though?
I don't know if I wanna. I don't know if I
I
wanna.
am
I'm gonna
too.
head back and go get one of the torches from our campsite and then continue back.
Okay.
Because we're
When
right
you
by our
when you head
campsite,
back,
right?
You see Jack stuffing genitals into his bag.
I'm just thinking to myself, fucking weird ass organics,
And as you get the torch,
mortal beings.
you are now heading there together.
Okay.
I'm not done.
No, you got it. By the time he's
No,
run
no,
there.
no, but
run
I'm not
back.
done.
That
I'm not
doesn't
done with
mean.
this corpse.
Yeah.
Oh. What else are you doing?
Look, its
I
butthole.
mean, how big is its anus? Like, can I stick my dick in it and, like, feel something? Or it's just too big?
It's too big.
Oh, okay. Maybe let's go fuck. No. Alright, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Well, actually, I was gonna say that not most, but many reptiles have a hemi-penis, so they actually have two dicks.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if you want to take that. Like snakes, most snakes do.
I don't want to take it that way.
No.
I don't want Jack to have two penises instead of one.
Okay.
What else are you doing?
I'm also going to do that move called sun. Sun, what you call it? It's a at will that lasts for an hour. Sun glow.
Sandwich.
Sun glow. The target sheds a bright light that fills the space, and squares within 4 squares of it. The light lasts for an hour until you use the power again, or until the end of the light, as a free action. It's a at will minor action. So I'm just gonna light it towards the way of.
And it's like an orb or
It's light, just light.
something? That's pretty cool. Okay.
But I
You
don't need
continue-
light. But I mean, fucking everyone else is retarded, so they can't see in dark.
You continue on, and eventually you find a very large cave that looks as if it was burrowed into the snow. And you can see even just from the burrow marks, it looks like it was dug out by something with claws, so this is probably the home of that Hydra you had just slain. And
Hope it has babies here, so I can fuck them too. I'm gonna fuck it with the Hydra stick.
are you going in?
That's fucked up. That's seriously
Jack
fucked
is
up.
seriously fucked up.
There's
He
some
is.
pederasty in there. There's
should
some
listen-
incest in
listen
there.
to
There's
this
some
session.
necrophilia in there.
When it's posted, listen to the beginning of this session. Alright?
I'll make this. Should I make this the first one of your guys' private little side sessions, or
Sure.
let's scare me from listening to the
Sure,
rest?
do it. Anyway, are you guys going into this cave of sorts?
Yeah.
Cave of wonder?
Yeah.
Okay, first off, at the mouth of the cave, just inside where there is no snow, but it looks like some light definitely gets in here, there are some, like, little plants growing along the side, some moss on the side of the cave.
If only I had a mouth,
Are
I
either
could
of
eat
you
the
trained
moss.
in nature or able to brew potions?
I can brew potions.
I am not capable of either of those things.
Then you may roll for nature, young Jack.
Halith Zi'Egrideem, 1,227 years old.
18.
I don't know shit. The world
You
is very
recognize one of
different
these
now.
herbs to be sylphweed. It is actually an ingredient that you need, the last ingredient you need, to make the potion for Vindic's wife.
What's it called?
Sylphweed. Now this cave, once you go into it, it goes down maybe 20 feet straight, and then it actually has a sharp turn to the side. Where once you walk in, you could see that there are about 8 large eggs in a nest in the center of the room. And off to the side, there is a pile of rocks. And sticking out from the pile of rocks, you can see a moving leg.
Like a human leg? Or a drow leg?
Like an elven leg.
An elven leg? Okay. I'm gonna go over there and start moving rocks.
There's also another pile of rocks on the other side of the room. But once you start moving these rocks, you hear, please! Hey! Somebody there! I'm sorry.
I believe I have something that can let me teleport
I'm moving rocks.
allies.
You don't even have to roll. You know, they're kind of heavy, but let's say you guys.
I mean, I could just hit them with the giant dick if you'd like, if you want me to.
No, that's okay.
I'm sure it's still partially hard.
That's okay. That's okay. You move the rocks,
I'm just gonna-
and underneath is Leia. You recognize immediately from the picture. She's covered in
gorgeous.
blood. She's beautiful.
Do I need to heal check her?
Couldn't hurt. She's definitely blooded.
24.
You could see her sleeve is missing. Her armor is all tattered up.
24.
She looks a lot better. You're like wiping some of the blood off of her, maybe licking it. I don't know.
I'm just caressing her a little bit with
Okay.
like a cloth. Just.
You're making her feel better in some way. Oh, thank you so much. I was so sure I was gonna die here. She looks at you with her beautiful elven eyes. As you rub the cloth on her skin, it becomes to almost shimmer from the light, even just in this cave.
Her skin or the cloth?
Her skin.
I'm gonna pull her out, pull her close.
Her blonde hair.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. She limps a little bit, but she's with you. I think there's someone else on that mound of rocks.
I will try to telepathically communicate. Do I sense anyone under the pile of rocks?
You sense no one. I didn't like hear a voice or anything, but I heard the rocks moving.
I think maybe we should leave. You said you don't see any, you don't hear anybody in that pile of rocks?
Both of your passive perception will allow you to see that it is slowly moving up and down.
The pile?
Pile of rocks.
I'm gonna roll for nature. Or history.
Can I smash
religion?
those eggs before I
know
do
what
anything
you're rolling
else?
I'm seeing if
They're
this
really big.
I'm seeing if this thing is something I noticed
How
like
big?
like is this some sort of rock creature that I'm
Okay.
privy to?
You can roll nature for that. I'd say they're about the size of that seat of the couch.
23.
23. It is not a rock monster. You can gather that it is something below the rocks. Perhaps even breathing. But large.
It's a large thing. I'm not that curious.
I think we should go.
I think we should too.
There are 8 eggs in this room.
Yeah?
You said you're taking one? You decided
That's not what I said.
You
I
can
wouldn't
carry
be able
it.
to carry one of those things.
You could.
It's huge.
It's big.
I'm gonna take
Could I...
the Hydra's dick. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna get it hard. And I'm gonna start smashing the eggs.
It doesn't get hard.
Oh, come on. It's frozen. It's a frozen dick.
It was soft when it was frozen.
Is there... Could I roll, like, perception or insight or something to determine how durable these eggs are? How much effort it would take to destroy one?
Frozen dick.
You'd be able to, like, smash it with your weapon or kick it.
Just like a basic attack?
Yeah. even like smacking the dick on it, as frivolously as Jack would, is cracking the shell. And after a few smacks, it breaks, and like a little ooze comes out, and then eventually the egg breaks away, and this little like fetus Hydra is on the ground twitching.
So, smack with the dick.
So clearly, they're close to hatching.
Yes.
It's making noises.
Yeah.
Can I make the dick hard?
You could put something inside it. Like a rod.
Well, like sound it?
I'm putting my hand in the dick.
Okay, you now have dick arm.
How close is the pile of rocks that's still breathing to the eggs?
The same distance as the elf was, so 20 feet, 15 feet.
3 or 4 squares?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna see you smashing it over my dick.
You're still smashing that one guy?
No. I'm going to the next one.
I've got burst 1s and bursts 2. I wish I could take all these things out with one move, but I just don't have that move.
That's okay.
Well, you guys aren't like limited to rounds here. You could just be doing area bursts and destroy them. They're not hatching right now. You could even just tell me I break all the eggs.
Okay. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna break all the eggs.
I figured one of you would be curious enough to take one.
Well, I'm a little torn.
Alright, jeez.
Hold on. We need to have a discussion first.
Nope.
This girl, no, is she coming with us, or is she going back down?
I need to fuck her. Yeah, she's coming with us.
Okay.
What did you say?
What?
Then here's what I'm gonna do. That angelic daily, I'm gonna summon it. And I'm gonna have it carry 1 egg.
Okay.
Because it can carry 1 ally.
This was like the last egg. You guys broke all the rest. And
Yes.
Hey!
Jack was running up to it with his dick arm.
I will, during the entire duration of this egg's incubation, telepathically try to insert commands into it to let it know that the voice that it hears, even before it's born, in its own head, is its master.
It's a really good idea. What languages do you speak?
This will be in Thrall Stay.
Okay. Very interesting. Oh, Jack's eyeing your egg with his dick arm.
Fucking angel descends to take the egg, like...
Please, there is no need to worry.
I'm gonna start jumping, trying to poke it.
There is no need to worry. I will have complete control over this creature when it hatches.
If not, dick arm's coming.
If that is what must be done.
I'm gonna take the dick off my arm. Put it in my sack.
Oh, Jesus.
And should we dig up that other thing, or should we?
No, I think we should leave it.
We should probably leave it. In fact, maybe we should do something to make sure that it just stays buried. Like seal up the
You could
cave.
teleport?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go to the mouth of it, and you start kicking rocks around and come teleport to me.
He needs line of sight to teleport. It was like a curved path. He'll be there.
I'll be fine. I'll have
'Cause
my
I am
I'll have
curious.
my angelic messenger take the egg out with them.
Okay.
Not far enough that it's out of sight, because I want to make sure she doesn't smash it with the frozen dick.
If you're letting her go to the mouth of the cave, it will be out of sight.
No,
Remember,
the
it's
angelic
like an
messenger will not go all the way.
Oh, okay.
And then I will start removing rocks
Okay.
from the pile.
As you're digging down, you can actually see that it is a very large bear that was buried under these rocks. Perhaps the Hydra was saving it for when they were born to feed it to them, but it was piled under these rocks, and it is unconscious.
Is it? I will try to communicate. Is it alive? Like, is it awake? No, you said it's unconscious, right?
It's alive. And that was just it breathing, raising the rocks.
I'm thinking maybe it's like a druid or something that's transformed. I don't want to just kill it. But I wouldn't be able to communicate it with it telepathically because it's unconscious.
It is a brown bear.
I would want to befriend it.
I want to kill it.
Okay.
Do I need to do a move, or is it just a bear?
You can just tell me that you're attacking it.
I am... What do you mean?
If you're attacking it, just tell me... Maybe tell me how you're killing it.
How I'm killing it, or how I'm attacking it?
Sure.
I'm gonna roll insight on this bear. Make sure it's actually a bear.
The bears.
26.
It is actually a bear.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. This is... No, actually, I'll telepathically communicate to Jack that it's a bear. What will you have me do with it?
Can we keep it?
If you'd like to return into the cave.
I'm gonna go back into the cave.
Okay.
Okay.
You go and you see...
I just want a bear skin, like something to keep me warm, because shit, it's cold.
There's a half-excavated bear, and you can see that its head with its 2 front paws, and it is unconscious.
Is it cute? Can it have...
Oh
to be a
shit,
full-grown
yeah,
bear?
I love fuzzy and fluffy animals. Fluzzy's not a word,
Fuzzy's close to a word.
and fussy's not a word.
Can it have
I'm
like
not gonna kill it. In fact,
like
I
a
would,
different colored ear?
I would probably,
1 ear.
I would probably continue digging it up, because I forgot that I have that character quirk.
Never mind, it's totally dug up, not partially excavated.
Sorry.
Still asleep.
Yeah.
Or unconscious.
Okay. I'm gonna heal check it.
Okay.
24.
You roll a 3 and you still get that.
It's the only
Alright.
thing.
So I don't have contempt for, like, mortal organic beings, then. I kind
At
of
least
pity...
not fuzzy ones.
I pity them just a little bit. Like, they're all so cute with their weird idiosyncrasies and genitalia.
You're brushing like the dirt out of its fur. You pick some rocks that had actually like cut.
Can I
its
try and
fur.
wake it up?
Yes, you can. You
I'll
don't
try
have
and
to
wake
roll for that. You can just tell me how you're doing it. Are you jumping on it?
No,
Are you
no.
touching its face?
I'm whispering in its ear and like just scratching like its face. Not its face, but like its neck.
You see its nose twitch a little bit, and the eyes blink very heavily towards you.
It's okay, the Hydra's gone.
And when its eyes blink, you can see that they are a very bright green.
Aw. Hello. I saved you.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you for saving me.
This bear talks.
It stands up.
You're a talking bear?
shaking off. What?
Are you a bear?
Oh.
God damn it. I was hoping you were a bear.
And you see the bear shrink as the hair falls away.
He turns into a
Standing
very hairy
before
dwarf.
you is a woman.
Oh, good call, bro. Good call.
Yay. It's a good thing I remembered that I love animals. Or I would have just stabbed it in the head.
Kind of upset because of the bear.
Standing before you is a very dark-skinned... What race should you be? Franklin, give me a race.
Shadowcat.
That's actually the first thing I thought of.
Shadowcat.
Yeah.
I fucking love
She said
Shadowcat.
dark skin. I was like, okay.
Shadowcat.
And when she detransformed from bear, you said she wasn't that big, so clearly not Goliath, which also has dark gray skin. So.
A Shatterkai woman
I love Shadowcat.
with long
Green
black
eyes.
hair flowing behind her, wearing very tight-fitted leather armor with metal accents, and these tattoos all up her neck and her face, with pretty much her entire ear pierced.
Manap
with
would be
little
in love right now,
piercings.
but
Oh,
he's
good.
not here.
Thank you so much. I am Marana. And you are?
Erotica?
Maybe later.
Mm.
Marana. She puts
Fancy
out her
day
hand.
at Jack's house. I'm gonna put my hand out, shake her. I'm gonna shake her hand, but then I'm going to, like, pull her in and give her a hug. Like, let's get out of here.
She like wraps almost her whole body around you. Sorry.
We have defeated the Hydra that has trapped you here.
What?
My
are you?
designation is Halith Zi'Egrideem.
I asked the same questions. He doesn't have genitals.
That's most unusual. She is
And
reaching up
unfortunate.
to touch your face. Are you letting her touch you?
Yeah.
You're made of rock.
You can't talk, right? You're literally, you just...
Just telepathy. I have no
Ah.
mouth.
That is incredible. I've never seen anything like you before.
I am, as far as I know, the only one of my kind on this surface.
Gods. What a beautiful creature. And she reaches towards your genitals and finds that there is none. You're right. He has none.
I'm aware.
Don't react.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do right now?
Can we please get out of here?
Yeah, just a second. I'm gonna.
Uno momento, por favor.
Is there some sort of like stick around? Let's just say we're out of the cave. Is there some stick that's like that big?
Say there's a branch or twig or something.
Like the length of the dick?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick it in there so it's like a stiff dick.
Dungeoneering. I need to see if you tear your dick. 15.
It's more than a 15.
Very good. You rig it up. It's perfect.
Okay. And I'm gonna maybe grab some can I have leather straps? Like leather straps in my bag?
Do you need some?
Oh, thank you.
That she takes them off her arm.
Carrying around leather with her.
Well, no, she had it like wrapped around her arm.
I'm gonna tie it onto this thing that I've made to make like a strap.
Okay. I see where this is going. You gonna put that in your bag for now? Okay. You can put that you have the Hydra strap on.
That's actually not where I thought that was going. I thought you were just gonna strap it onto me.
Is that what you were gonna do? Oh, that's actually really nice, though. That's very thoughtful. Jack is the most thoughtful Nikki character we've ever had.
I'm just gonna put it on him.
So considerate.
I'm just gonna put it on him right now.
Right
Like,
now.
here you go. Just strap it on.
I'll look down.
And I'm gonna
Look
pantomime.
at you.
And I'm gonna pantomime to what's the one that we just found? The
Marana?
Marana, and I'm going to pantomime how to use it.
I have my Shard of the Mind headgear, and I can polymorph. So I'm just gonna turn into a 7-foot-tall dragonborn with blue scales, the same color as me.
Okay.
And since I only have my chainmail armor, I guess my nethers would be exposed. And I am fully erect.
All the time.
Yeah. So the thing that you just put on me falls off because it just transformed, and I'm like, is this what you were going for?
What a jerk. We'll take it back and put it in my bag. Fucking asshole.
Alright, you can run it back in your inventory.
I will spend the rest of this session as that dragonborn, though.
Okay.
I mean,
Can we please
it
get
is
out
a
of
daily.
here? I've been buried under rocks for a day. That thing's been stalking me for days.
It is now dead.
You killed it?
Yeah, it's gone.
Wow. That's truly a feat.
Where'd you think I got the Hydra dick from?
Is that what that was?
Well, hey, at least she doesn't recognize it. That'd be even worse.
Do you mind if on the way down we stop by where I was taken? I dropped my spear.
Okay.
You can head back down, but I have a mission to accomplish. Unless at this point I've recognized some power of Liucian, something has happened. Would it have happened yet?
It was gonna happen when you leave the cave, to be honest.
Oh.
Nope, you don't feel anything
No,
yet.
I don't. Okay.
You do feel that the other two pieces
Are very close
are like,
to each other?
They're like flying over you to the top of the Fang. You feel like you might be too late to get there to help.
I'm freaking out. Well, no, I'm not, because I don't feel emotions, but...
What mission? Are you kidding? This is the Fang. It's the most dangerous mountain in the world.
And it, if possible, will become more dangerous. If what is about to happen is not stopped.
I'm sorry, you're on your own. I can't go on. I have to go home. Azrael offers to take her down.
I was gonna take her down myself.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I guess that's really why you guys came.
Yeah.
You're not gonna help Stony?
He took my gift away.
No, I didn't.
I gave him.
I transformed and it fell off and was replaced with an even bigger.
I gave him a peace offering.
It's not
He
bigger.
threw it in my face.
I can polymorph into whatever I want. If I want a 2-foot dick, I can have a 2-foot dick.
So.
Are you upset?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The four of them start to walk.
Coming from a Jack point of view.
I don't understand like being offended like that.
Jack's upset with you. He's not talking to you.
I don't understand that.
Okay. Well,
You guys are still in the smashed egg room, by the way.
I'm leaving.
Before you leave, this is what happens. Still in the smashed egg room. Oh, I need better music than this.
Well, there was one thing I wanted to say, which was like, I may not have genitals, but I understand organic mating rituals. But that was right when I transformed.
The mountain starts to rumble, and Halith Zi'Egrideem, as a Thraste, you can actually feel that all the pieces of Liucian have been joined together. And immediately you feel the power forming above you, and you could also sense that it is corrupting.
Shit.
You can also sense that it is becoming twisted and dark.
Shit.
And you immediately recognize that you should be far from it.
My mission has failed. We must leave this place at once.
The entire mountain is shaking.
I'm going down to where the place is.
We shouldn't have stopped. But it is too late. We are all in danger. Let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
Alright. As you guys are even exiting the mouth of this small cave, bits of rock from above are actually falling behind you. I'm just going to roll to see if any of them hit you. One hits you. And one hits you. That's pretty lucky. It's not going to deal a lot. 6. You each take 6 damage from falling rocks. And then you exit the mouth of the cave, at which point you can see that it is still snowing outside. It is still nighttime, because you guys weren't in there that long. But you could see that a lot of the snow on the ground has actually melted. Yeah, there was like a good foot of snow when you guys went into this cave, and a lot of it has disappeared. And you could see that there is actually water running down from the top of the mountain, as if all of the snow is melting. All of you wear boots, right?
Boots? I don't have footwear, if that's what you mean.
Okay. Then you guys could each make a perception check, please.
27.
27.
Hey.
Nice, alright. Both of you will notice that from the top of this mountain, and you can see that the water is running down, and you actually get this smell in the air. And it smells like, something that you smell all the time when you're making food or heating up water for tea, and it's just humidity.
Steam.
It's like steam.
I don't know if I can smell.
And looking up, I'm going to assume you can.
Okay. I mean, if I could see.
Looking up, you could see that there is magma flowing down from the top of the Fang.
Shit.
That is evaporating the water, melting the snow all away, and it is sliding down, knocking down trees in its path, igniting everything.
In my usual monotone and rational voice that I telepathically project to you, I will say, we need to run. Now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're gonna run.
Okay. All of you guys start at your run.
I wouldn't have my encounter back, would I?
No, short rest. Why? Your uniform is daily. I know, it's okay. Little Harley will be back. No. Do you, Stoney, do you have something that actually gives other people a power back, or just you?
I think just me.
Sucks. I like the idea of other people being able to use that. Maybe you'll find an item.
If you gave me the opportunity, like, there are many moves in here that I haven't used yet, because I realize, like, they just don't match up with the other things I've selected.
Mm-hmm.
If you gave me the opportunity to redo a couple of those things, but I don't know if you'd let me do that. like like having nothing that lets me take a healing surge, but then when I take a healing surge, I could take 2. Like, what's the point of that? I'm just bad at building
it's good
characters.
for when you're healing.
Yeah. The only thing that lets me take a healing surge is my second wind, and everybody has that, so...
Okay. Well, it's also, she might, like, as a cleric, she'll give you things that let you spend a healing surge,
Yeah.
and then you can spend 2. Which is really nice.
And if I spend 2, then everyone gets 2 saving throws.
Yep, and for her as a cleric, it makes her job easier. She doesn't have to take 2 turns to heal. She could just take 1. She could let you get even closer to death before healing her.
Yeah.
So you guys have all started at your sprint on down. Azriel is actually helping Leia down. Morana is actually fine on her own, having been erupted up and woken. She must have been out for a little while because she seems to have tons of energy in her. And she's at an all-out sprint. You actually see her shapeshift into a panther. Yeah.
That's sexy.
Yeah, and she still has some leather wrapped around her, and a little spiked collar. Metal studs and short top. But she's at an all-out sprint, she's fine. Azriel is helping Morana. And you guys are actually weaving in and out of these trees, going down this very steep slope. So you could just roll acrobatics just to see if you tumble down and smash your face on some rocks or something.
I probably will. 23.
23.
That's weird.
You can see that whenever it burns a tree, and like the tree falls, the magma does like slightly kite, almost like a river, down the fallen trees, at least up until the tree is totally burned up. But by that point, some of the magma has burned away, so you could gather that even this magma is something that could be turned, like a river. The reason this actually becomes relevant, which is something your passive perception has told you, is that it is actually heading towards Morocco.
Heading towards what?
Morocco.
Oh, I thought her
Oh,
name...
sorry, Huachoca.
Oh, is it the name of the town?
Yeah. Which, Stoney actually heard the name of that town, because Oogie mentioned that he went there from time to time.
Okay.
But you can actually gather that if it keeps on its current path, it's going to go to Huachoca.
Okay.
Alright. I have... Well, we're just running down right now.
Yeah. Like weaving in and out of trees at this point.
Just about everything I have is a standard.
You
Wouldn't
can
it
still
cool
use
by
a standard.
itself? Just because it's such cold weather?
It will eventually, yeah. But how far down is it going to get before it does cool?
If you're saying it's cold as you said it was,
Well, here's
It
the
was.
first thing
And
I'm
it
going to do.
It melted all of the snow on the mountain.
Here's what I'm going to do. You have 6 move. Pretty much everyone has 6 and I have 5, right? The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to...
Like, this is an intense eruption that just happened.
Okay, I'm going to use Eruption. Funny.
don't make it.
This is Eruption with an I. Of the Living Gate. So if it hits, it creates a zone of difficult terrain. But do I roll against the lava, or can I just...
You don't have to.
Okay.
What are
so
you trying to do with it?
the burst creates a zone that lasts until the end of your next turn. The zone is difficult terrain for your enemies. So I will use it to make... Because the flavor is ruby shards explode around your foes. With the expenditure of psionic energy, you can transport yourself into the middle of the storm. Which I won't do, because that'd be stupid. But, like, just big ruby spikes sticking out of the ground and right behind us, so it would
And how
block
big
the
is the
flow.
zone?
First one within 10 squares. So as far back as I can get it.
Okay. You don't have to make an attack roll. You erupt those shards, and they do actually slow down and kite the magma a little bit. By the time it's the end of your next turn and you're still at a run, some of it has actually cooled enough, just from those cool crystals in the ground, that some of it is actually rock. But it seemed to just buy you time. It did not, like, stop the flow. But you are now a safe distance away. You guys are able to outrun the magma. Problem is where it's going.
My first one's called lava.
Isn't it magma when it's above the ground? No? Lava?
We had this discussion last time.
I don't remember.
I don't have my phone to check.
Fine, it is now lava.
I did check. Because I was checking the temperature of lava.
You guys are at a safe distance. You're able to outrun the lava, but problem is where it's heading. So, it is either going to keep heading to Huachoko, or you can turn it to the left. Well, if you could find a way to turn it. If you were to turn it to the left, it would turn to a lake. Or if you were to try to turn it to the right, it actually goes to a series of kobold camps.
And how... Wait. So, Mike, so let's say up here is the Fae, right?
Yeah.
And where is the town in comparison to this?
Alright, so let's say this is the mountain. Here is Huachoko.
And how far is this distance?
Very far.
Like, how far? Because then it won't hit here.
You're saying it'll cool by the time it gets there?
It cools at 800 Celsius. It emerges from here, like, before the it vents out at 1200. And it's no longer considered lava at 7, and it cools at 8.
That attack that I did was a major, not a major, a
I don't mean to
standard.
throw science in there, but it
You
doesn't seem
are,
logical.
I'm gonna say that this particular lava is hot enough that it may continue down to the town.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to risk it or not.
What I did was a
think you're
major.
nothing.
What I did before, not a major, I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that it is hitting the town right now. I'm saying that if it keeps on this path, it will hit the town. You could spew out the science at your team and see if they agree with you.
Because fucking trees would not even flow the lava. But whatever. It wouldn't even matter, just it would float in a particular way.
Actually, wait.
It does even.
Has anything happened since I used that standard?
You guys kept moving.
Okay. It lasts until the end of my next turn. But if you said some of it right there cooled to rock.
Yeah.
Can I use the effect and teleport back
Teleport back to the mag. The lava,
to where my ruby shards are?
if you want to.
Okay, that's still part of the same standard.
Okay.
Now I have a minor. I create a zone in close burst 2. The zone lasts until the end of the encounter and remains centered on me. As a move action, I can slide each creature within the zone 3 squares. Can I use that for the lava?
We'll say you can. They're not creatures, but we'll say that the force applies to it.
Then for that turn, I am going to stay right there and divert as much of it as I can towards the lake.
Not the kobold camp?
They're small and animals and they're cuddly.
Okay.
And I'm still a dragonborn right now.
Okay. Alright, I'd say that is actually sufficient enough.
Yeah! Wasting all my dailies.
Very well done.
That was easy.
Oh,
I hope nothing was in that lake.
Sea urchins come up. Half burned.
Oh, poor
No, I'm
things.
just kidding.
Would someone think of the
Halith
water
stayed
elementals?
back and was able to kite the flow of the lava using
Who?
his abilities.
Me.
Halith Zi'Egrideem, Stony.
Oh.
Stony stayed back and was actually directing
You
the
never
lava
asked
with
my
the
name.
magical field.
The Shatterkai was the first out of you two. No one asked. You just started calling me Stony. So,
And
yeah.
you see as the lava does hit the lake and immediately cools and creates this whole rock formation on the side of what is now no longer the Fang Mountain. It is, as you can see, a volcano. Which you knew it to be 1,000 years ago.
Mhm.
But one thing that is also evident is from the eruption of this volcano, the entire sky over what seems to be the entire northern part of this continent is shrouded in clouds.
Clouds or ash?
No, this cloud, like ash cloud in the sky, that covers the entire northern part of Xandar. As far as your eye can see, it's covered. And it is actually slowly falling ash.
Oh,
Just like the snow. Yes.
It's a good thing I don't need to breathe.
And you can head back to Huachoco with no issues. Seemingly. Yeah, really the whole mountain on that whole side is charred. So you guys are able to keep going down this side where all the snow has melted away, and you're just by the only side with living trees. Right to Huachoco.
I just feel stupidly efficient with this guy. Like, oh, something needs to get done, I get it done.
Alright, is that what you're doing?
Going back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stoney, you haven't seen your allies or anything like that. You haven't seen Palyus or Barrett. You don't know what happened up there, but you do sense that all the pieces of Liucian are up there and corrupt.
They're still up there?
Still up there.
Well, I have to go up there.
You could both roll perception again, please.
I crit. I think my dice just had to warm up.
14 and 16.
Nice. You both hear, and coming from the tallest mountain in the world, this is something, but now it is desolately quiet. There's not an animal, not even a breeze, just the light falling of ash, and you could hear the echoing from the top of this mountain of maniacal laughter.
Do I recognize the voice?
Well, no, your people had never assembled Liucian, so.
Oh.
And I guess we could stop there for the evening, concluding Season 5, Episode 1, which shall be named... What should it be named?
We were on the side of a mountain. We encountered a Hydra. Someone cut its dick off.
And used it as a weapon to break Hydra eggs, which your spirit carried one down.
And because of all that lava, the egg didn't freeze. It was nice and warm out the whole time. Yeah. And I'm still trying to mind control it.
The Hydra or the egg?
Which came first?
That's a good question.
Probably the Hydra. Because someone cut its dick off.
That's fucked up, Nikki.
Whatever.
Did you piece together that it had a dick and yet there were eggs?
I don't care.
Oh, I had not even... No.
I did not care.